You've been trying, but you're nothing like me. You can make it, but you're not fooling me. If you jump in the fire, watching you burn, I'll be waiting till you get what you deserve. You've been lying across the 7 seas, tried to hide it, but now it's sink or swim. If you jump in the fire, watching.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the All Elite Zone podcast on YouTube and Twitch. We're here. Well, it's Wednesday, AEW Dynamite, so we're here to react to the AEW Dynamite episode. We're every Wednesday, so you know, you know what's up.
Yeah, y'all know the deal.
Is it underwater basket weaving?
They didn't good to see you back.
What up? It's been a while. Sorry.
How's everyone doing
Thank
tonight?
God.
Oh, I got some
I'm doing
big
pretty
news for everybody on the podcast. Sean Spears and is it Billy Kay that he's dating from the Iconics are having a baby.
Peyton Royce.
Oh, sorry, Payne Royce. They're having a
Really?
baby, people.
Cassie Lee.
Also,
Congratulations, that's awesome.
Congratulations to Sean Spears. Shout out, man. I hope so happy
Look
for
at
you
the
and your
F
family.
boys.
I'm so excited for y'all.
congratulations to Sean Spears
In
and
Columbus,
his
Ohio.
wife. So we're starting off with some Orange Cassidy.
Anybody
the
else
Jane
hates the
theme.
Pixie song?
I like them both. I really like Where's My Mind. Like, if I'm listening to music, I'd rather listen to Where's My Mind. But if I'm having a wrestling intro, I'd rather have Jane, I think. Might be a hot take, but
Do you guys remember like the young, like when AJ first started, like the kid who dressed like Orange Cassidy, like that?
Yeah.
That the one they just showed looks like him a little bit grown up.
Could
yeah.
be.
I swear they should keep up. I swear they should keep up with that kid. And
Beside you.
eventually, when
know my
he gets
character.
older, Orange Cassidy as a tag partner. Long-term storytelling right there.
Like how
Yeah.
10 and Brody Lee Jr. are going to team in about
Yeah.
12 years.
That's gonna.
That'd be kind of cool.
I've
Who
already
you guys got
fantasy
winning
booked.
this match?
I have Jay Lethal through shenanigans winning this match. It feels like Tony is really high on Jay Lethal because it feels like he's been everywhere and he's been featured way more than a lot of other people who've been brought in, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah,
to me.
which is good because that was one of the biggest criticisms with his AEW signing. So
It did
Everybody's
feel like it
getting
was
some time.
directionless for a while.
Mhm.
That's what I like about AEW is like as soon as someone comes in, they might not make an immediate impact, but then eventually they'll be used
Yeah.
really well.
yeah, he's probably one of my favorite heels right now in the company.
He tore that sign up. Wow. You see that woman's face?
I'll follow you.
He tore that sign to pieces.
Wow. Yeah, that's evil.
I gotta agree. I'm going with Jay Lethal with this one too. I'm loving his heel stuff right now.
I guess it's because Orange Cassidy can lose, but he could still be over.
That was man.
Orange is really
That
good
was
at
savage.
losing and still staying over.
Can you hear us, Mr. Jacobs?
That was sad.
Just crowd reaction now. That's amazing.
See, I'm loving his heel work, man. I'm loving his heel work today.
Mhm.
Yeah, there might be a little delay, I think.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely.
Yeah.
There's
Am I-
definitely
am
there.
Am I going on a lag or something?
A little
A
bit.
little
later.
bit. There's so many Simon give this an up signs. Like, get new material.
I love what culture wrestling.
My laptop's been acting up on me
I love-
today, so I might have to restart it.
Oh, this is
I'll-
a singles. I thought it was a tag at first. They should have Rampage.
I love Simon, but
Is it?
if you make a sign like that every single episode, it gets boring, it gets tiring. Do more of those video game signs. When and if I ever
Those
go
are
to an
always
AEW
great.
event, I know that I'm doing Persona 5 better than some other game.
I was about to say Persona 5 is better than Final Fantasy. That would
I agree
get
with
everybody
that.
to lose their minds.
Absolute W take. That's so good. Persona 5 is my favorite video game.
Yeah, I just started it.
Oh,
Wait,
really?
oh, my PlayStation decided to kick it out. Yeah, I just started it last Friday. I just got to the first through the first palace, and if you guys like a good story, I recommend it. Especially since we're waiting for the new AEW game to drop.
Hmm. Well, you'll have to let me know what you think because that game is my absolute favorite game of all time, and I have no one to talk to about it.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like all my friends are playing it, so they talked me into it. And best explanation for it, for those of you guys that don't know, it is a high school simulator meets grown up Pokemon. That's
Yeah.
what my friend described it. I was never much of a turn based guy. Like I played the remake of 7 for Final Fantasy, so this is something that I'm not really too much familiar with, the JRPGs. But man, this has been a lot of fun. Come for wrestling, listening to nerd talk about video games. Welcome to the All Elite Zone podcast. Hey, if you make a sign though, if you make an All Elite Zone sign, we will never complain. I promise.
Who is this?
Put our catchphrases on there. Oh, it's best friends with shenanigans.
Have you ever?
Oh, I see him.
They did this in the Muppets movie. Like if anyone's watched
It's
that.
Muppet Man.
Yeah, that's what they've.
That was great. I love that. That was a little fun. Yeah, I like that. That was something different. That was a little sports entertainment, but that was good.
Casting on top of
That AEW does comedy matches so well.
The thing is, like, it still makes sense. Like, it's not over exaggerated. It makes sense, and it's like, and that's one thing I don't understand why some people hate that. But then go watch, hey, let's go watch, when the revival were shaving their backs on TV, or my big pet peeve. I'm sorry to the fans that love the New Day, but I cannot stand the New Day as characters. Love them as people, but as their characters for the longest time, I hated their shenanigans and I hated their jokes.
The guy. All right, WrestleMania 23. The guy front row, bald headed. I met him at StarCast.
Really?
I know, like part of the event. That guy is a memorable guy of that event. Himself, his wife, and his son or whatever was there. And then when Vince McMahon got shaved bald, everyone was making fun of his bald head. And then he had the most reactions of the night. He's front row right now with that same pink shirt that he wore WrestleMania 23.
Wait, is that front row guy?
Yeah, the same
No
guy
kidding.
who wore the pink shirt WrestleMania 23.
My favorite. Dude, that's awesome.
I seen him at StarCast. And I went up and I looked at him and wearing the same shirt. He's bald headed. And I said, "Were you at WrestleMania 23?" And he said, "Yep."
Man, I feel a big shift coming in for AEW this week.
Sanjay Dutt. Yeah. His recent promos and stuff. Like he was more hyped about the match than Jay Lethal was going into the Lethal and Joe match.
Mm-hmm. Sanjay Dutt, he's great because he's a manager who he's funny, but like he's not like trying too hard to be funny. He's not like Marvel movie character trying to be funny. He's like just actually funny.
Yeah,
I'm only saying that because I just saw Thor: Love and Thunder, and my only problem with it was trying a bit too hard to be funny. So
yeah, I agree with you on that.
We're criticizing all other forms of media except for wrestling. But it's like satisfying when he gets his comeuppance, like in that tag match on Rampage.
Yeah, and he broke the pencil. Well, Orange Cassidy.
Sadly, I missed it. I'm so mad I missed it. This has been, like I said, I think there's a big shift coming in the Dynamite this week, so I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now that Triple H is head of creative, and some other people have said, like, if that were the case, maybe I wouldn't have jumped shift. Maybe I'll go back or something. I feel like Tony Khan is gonna start stepping it up again. It's gonna be like AEW's had a lot of times where it's like it was really been cooking. I would say some of it was like right after All Out 2021. Like that product was cooking. I feel like we're gonna get back to that soon.
Because like we had a lot of momentum coming in, and then
the thing on the top.
And then I'm not sure if I don't know. It's like I don't know if it was just like the fans and Tony's booking kind of made a little almost like not a dry spell, but it hasn't been their best TV until of late. And then now, like I said, last week was a huge step up.
Mm-hmm. I think it's because there really hasn't been an overarching story. Like for the entirety of AEW's runtime until Full Gear 2021, there's been that overarching story of Hangman versus Omega. And like look at the cards for Fight for the Fallen. Like, what was the overarching story this year? And the overarching story last year was the Dark Order with Hangman versus the Elite with Omega. And I feel like it's just missing that. But I feel like you can get that back once Punk comes back, because Punk is such a meta character.
I've been hearing that when Punk comes back, MJF's gonna do right along by him. I've actually heard I don't know if it's true or not. It's a rumor, but the original plan was for Punk to lose against MJF at All Out.
Really?
Because
that's a short title reign.
And CM Punk said that he didn't want to have a long title reign. Now he is. So I had about 60 days. But
I want Punk to have a longer title reign because just he can establish it. Yeah, he will now.
He will now, yeah. Because when he gets back, he'll be close to 100 days.
Well, I think what was the hard part, like I said, there was so much going on with Forbidden Door. Like there were so many moving pieces and parts where even some of the stories then Forbidden Door weren't the best, but we had one of the best pay-per-views or the best pay-per-view of the year. And then Fight for the Fallen, Fyter Fest, all that just there was no lead up to it. And that's maybe it's because some wrestlers are hurt, Cody's gone. Like I said, we need to get back to every special needs to feel something. Because look at when Moxley lost the title to Omega. It was at Winter's Coming. We need more stuff like that. Like we need more, and that's why I'm glad Tony did the whole the Swerve and Keith Lee title change. That was awesome. And last week with Ricky losing the FTR championship and having Hobbs turn on him, we need more stuff like that in AEW. It makes sense. More stories need to start.
Like I couldn't find the words for it, but you put it exactly how I wanted to say it. Like that's I agree with you 100%. And
Derek, thanks for watching, Derek. Good evening to you as well.
Hey Derek, welcome aboard, man. Good to see you.
No,
what was I gonna say? I was gonna add something. It feels like AEW is their in-ring quality is as good as it always is. It's phenomenal, but it just feels like you can't get as invested into it because there's not a huge story going into it.
Reversal. Well, sorry, but Orange Cassidy right there, he they did a move and then Jukta reversed it. That
into
was
the Sundog Billionaire.
Yeah, that was such a good reversal right there.
I love that.
And this is gonna sound weird, but some wrestlers are very oily when they come out, and it's easy to do some reversals.
Sometimes you just gotta oil the pecs, man.
Hey, where's Michael Nakazawa at? He needs to bring. I always love that.
Dude, I miss Michael Nakazawa. Is he just stuck in Japan, or is he just? More backstage?
He's basically he's a stooge like Brandon Cutler is.
Brandon Cutler is one of my favorite stooges in wrestling here right now.
But I think Nakazawa and Cutler would be good on a Dark or.
Oh, I love Cutler on Dark. Cutler lost to Baron Black on Dark. That was a really fun moment.
Yeah, he lost 50 matches. It's good to see him.
He's gonna be the next Kurt Hawkins.
Oh, Serpentico. He's got that. He's about to have 100 losses. He's but he won he won one match and then it hasn't been aired, but he won a few matches at the latest Dark tape.
Did you guys just see that? What a move by Cassidy.
I'm on a 20-second delay.
Oh, sorry. Well, I'm sorry I didn't ruin it for you. But when you see it, man, you'll be like, "Oh, that was."
Oh, he did it again.
Oh man, this is good. I love a good near fall when it makes sense.
Can you hear us, Mr. Jacobs?
Yeah, am I coming in good? Am I coming in?
Yes, sir.
That loud?
Yeah, you sound good now.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear us?
All right, cool. Yeah, I can hear y'all good.
Nice.
Forgive me for the technical difficulties.
No, you're
all
fine.
good.
Oh, Cassidy just collapsed his leg.
I know too much of that. technical difficulties. So
Mhm.
I'm not hosting this thing.
That's okay.
Gotta say, it's a hell of a match. Better than I thought it would be.
Oh,
Yeah,
big
this is
time.
good.
Cassidy's
I
looking
wish-
good. Lethal's
I wish
looking
one of these
good.
times they would have the women open the show because like that's when
We need to.
Like,
I think
sometimes
I thought it was.
it's hard to believe like right before Dynamite like they get like 2 million views for like a movie or something. Then
Isn't Storm and is it Storm and is it
Thunderstorm versus
yeah, Thunderstorm, yeah.
Thunderstorm versus
Baker hated
Hater and Baker. Yeah, that could easily open the
That's
show.
good.
I
I
think.
think that should have opened the show. That would have been a good way to kick it off, especially with Britt Baker's music. Like for us to like get pumped up.
I would actually make it the main event if I was booking it.
Well, I think the problem is that Tony insists on putting the women's matches in garbage time, like right before the main event, which
is hard because they were supposed to be
Super kick. Lethal injection.
Lethal got it. But I don't know. I think that's the hard part is like I think no matter if it's AEW or even WWE at this point too, like they've kind of like at least AEW at least they're a little more positive on their angles with it, I guess you'd say. But it just feels like WWE's kind of done the same thing where it's I don't feel as connected really to any of the female wrestlers as of right now, besides Thunderstorm and like because look at Bailey's return, like it really was overshadowed. It didn't feel like it was special.
Yeah, I think that if they wanted to form a faction, I would have personally done it like maybe a few weeks after everyone would I would have Bailey return to I would have Bailey return as a face because she's phenomenal as a face. Io Shirai. I'm not going to call her Io Sky. Everyone's saying the name's great. I dislike the name Io Sky. Just call her Io Shirai.
Her name?
Yeah, it's Io Sky now. And it's IYO, not just IO. So
I thought we were past that, WWE. Come on, man.
Nope, Triple H is in charge now, and he's
can't blame Vince this time.
Tell me your thoughts on. I love Jay Lethal.
Lethal picks up the win.
Oh yeah.
Who are you guys' favorite? Oh, my favorites is probably Tony Storm or Chris Statlander.
Mine is definitely Hikaru Shida. I love Shida. Phenomenal in-ring work. Rio's also great. If we're counting her, Yuka Sakazaki.
And Ruby.
Oh, I want one of those too.
Ruby's another good one. You're right, Mr. Jacobs.
I love Ruby. She's
I've gotten to see Ruby live in a match against Josh Alexander, and that is the best match I've ever seen live, tied with Mox versus Ospreay.
Wardlow.
They
were about to see Wardlow and Lethal title soon. But they were
look on Lethal's face when he walked out.
Let them fight, let them wrestle, because Wardlow can go. And I think Lethal would have. I think it'd be a fun match between the two.
Yeah, I want to see Wardlow wrestle more because he's I want to bring prestige back to this title.
Yeah, he
do
said
an open challenge every week or every other week.
Yeah, he said that he wants to bring it back, like the weekly open challenge, but
he hasn't. He hasn't been booked as well ever since he won the title.
Go see Jason.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Sanjay. There we go.
I have to say though, if I had to pick my favorite female wrestler though, I would probably go with either Chris Statlander or just because I just love Britt Baker. She's just so much fun every time.
Yeah, Emily, someone asked. Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you guys. I'm sorry, traffic. Baltimore.
Awesome.
Who are you guys' favorite AEW women's wrestlers?
Oh. Well, that's tough. It used to be Becky Lynch, but now it's. I do love me some Chris Statlander. I've always adored her.
One of my favorites used to be. She's not in AEW anymore, but Shanna. She was signed when I first started. But I heard that she had a lot of backstage.
Yeah, a lot of attitude issues. I heard.
Yeah, her and Sadie Gibbs, they got into brawl at the first All Out. Yeah, because Shannon was supposed to be in the casino battle royal longer, but B Priestley just it was I'm getting too confused. It's B Priestley. I'm getting too confused. B Priestley and Sadie Gibbs. B Priestley threw Sadie Gibbs out of the match. She's supposed to be in there longer, so she got dumped out way too early. Then in the back, they started swinging.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. She used a tiger suplex.
Well, you guys want to
finisher.
Well, everybody probably knows this, but Chris Jericho beat Brock Lesnar in a fight.
Yeah, I feel like if Brock wanted to, Jericho would not be alive. like there's
Jericho's just a scrappy guy, you know.
Like I want
Brock may be big and can wrestle, but you never know with Chris. With Chris, man, I bet he played hockey. You know, he's from Canada, drinks lots of beers, whiskeys.
Brock Lesnar was the UFC champion and only really lost because of his diverticulitis.
Like I think this was in 2001-ish, 2002, so he wasn't.
He wasn't a UFC fighter at that point.
Yeah, but to this day, and it's also Booker T and Batista. Booker T whooped on Batista.
Wow, there's a lot of beef.
And then that was at a commercial. Like they were shooting a commercial, and they got into an argument or something. A commercial, like for SummerSlam.
That's all that is with some of the big guys like Batista and Brock.
Oh, I've seen fight. Well, when I was refereeing, I've seen fights in the locker room.
Everybody's so excited that Adam Cole's back tonight in Red Dragon.
Yeah. And Matt, if Kenny comes back, this is where it happens.
Dude, if Kenny comes back, I'm gonna start crying. I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna do a backflip on the show right now.
Adam Cole has teased it twice. He's teased it twice now. He wore a Sephiroth shirt on BTE, and then at one point he tweeted the lyrics to One Wing Angel. Or maybe it was Devil Sky. I can't remember.
I want that jumpsuit.
I'm so excited. I'm excited. I'm hoping he comes back.
It's going to be so emotional.
Adam Cole,
let's go, Kenny.
Have you guys met Adam Cole? Sweetest man.
I have. Me and my fiance, we met him at WrestleCon, and I have a picture of him that we were going through photos. My fiance sent me this, but they got a picture of me shaking his hand. He's so smiling. We talked. We were playing Elden Ring at the time, and so we were talking Elden Ring for a good few minutes. He was just such a nice guy. Him and Britt Baker, they're both super sweet.
Yeah, he seems like a genuine person. I tune into his live streams sometimes.
Awesome.
So that medically cleared.
That stinks.
Yeah, but he's not cleared. Him or Kyle O'Reilly.
Man, I'm so excited about these trios titles, man. This is gonna be great. Can't wait.
You are right.
My mouth is just drooling. I need this tournament like that. This is a dream because it worked great in ROH. It worked great in Lucha Underground. We have so many great factions, and hopefully this time Dark Order will get their comeuppance. Maybe the Elite. Of course, you got House of Black. Every team in this tournament possibly could be the champion. It's gonna be very unpredictable. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't mind seeing kind of like the tag tournament when AEW first started. We need an upset week 1.
Yes.
Week 1, match 1.
Oh, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly are kind of standing behind the Young Bucks.
Interesting.
If he gets turned on, it's going to happen here. And
they're going to turn on Adam Cole. They're going to turn on Adam Cole.
It would make sense.
Can you make it
make sense?
You watched
Johnny Gargano just came running out too. That would add the perfect.
That would be insane.
Phenomenal.
I bet Gargano's going back to WWE.
The Young Bucks
with the Triple H regime, I guess.
Custody of Adam Cole on a pole match.
They're fixing to super kick him because their stance.
10 out of 10 here for it.
Another, I don't know.
The best tag team in the world, and Adam Cole's doing this to them.
I don't. If they're not clear, what was the point of bringing them back?
Oh, there we go. Yeah, the Undisputed Era is officially away from the Elite.
Yep.
Come on, Kenny.
Come on.
Make your. Oh, it's gonna be so good.
Come on.
Oh man.
No, Brandon Cutler. No, not Cutler. Not Cutler.
Not Cutler.
I mean,
Come on, Kenny.
it's a good time to pull the trigger on it on that.
What are you
thing.
gonna do, Brandon?
Why do you have to take Brandon Cutler?
Whoa.
They're chanting for Kenny. They're chanting. Come on, Kenny. Come on out.
It's gonna be Kenny or Hangman.
Kenny.
It's gonna be Kenny
Come
or
on,
Hangman.
Kenny.
The line has been drawn in
Hangman.
the sand.
We
Wow.
need Hangman. Come on. Either Hangman or Kenny.
Oh, that kid's
no,
crying.
No. This has got to be the moment right here. Uh-oh.
She's not gonna come out of this.
Oh my god.
Come on,
But
Kenny.
here it goes.
Better not be him. Come on.
Yeah, I see the
Oh
kid
no,
crying.
the kid.
He's gotta do
It's
something.
Hangman
Aw.
Making kids
Hangman,
cry,
yep.
bro.
with a lead pipe.
Come on.
Looking
Somebody
like Dusty
fucking
Rhodes. Okay, just shout out to his boots. Hangman had the best boots tonight.
That's not who fans.
That
were
little
saying.
guy was tore up,
Oh,
man.
what a crowd reaction!
Unless
I do
That kid was crying though. Like
I know that was like what a shot, man. Poor
I don't
kid.
know.
I was hoping for Kenny.
you're like that's the
Face turn though.
that's the
Face turn for the
expression.
Bucks.
You watched like that. That's gonna be a
Man.
meme. Kid crying like we want a Kenny Omega.
Okay, can we talk about Hangman's pants for a second? Those butterflies. Only
Those
he
are
could-
awesome.
Only he
Millennial Cowboy.
Where can I buy?
exactly
Take my money. Take my money.
would shop with Hangman, the Bucks anytime. Their shoe collection
Oh,
is legendary.
I'm too
I
broke
just
for
love
those
Matt.
shoes, but
Oh,
I
I
was just
know.
about to say something about it. What is up with the butterflies?
The
Yeah,
Elite.
it looks.
Besides Cody.
Yeah, I think.
Like actually,
I don't think Kenny Omega's cleared.
I
But
wish I
this,
knew how
Unless
he
they're
was
twisting their
doing. I
legs.
heard he was doing a little better, but
he's
real
far
life
from.
defense.
it's just
I don't
sad.
know
Like,
if
he's gone through a lot. Like, I think he had a lot more damage than what they originally thought. Like he had
Yeah.
apparently he had this like really bad hernia as well. And I'm like,
Really?
I felt
On top of like
yeah.
Well, that
I heard he was
escalated
getting
quickly.
go and stuff in the ring, which is like terrifying. Poor guy.
He,
It's hard because like how many 5-star matches has he given us since AEW started? Just alone. Not counting New Japan because he did almost every freaking weekend with
Yeah.
a 5-star match. It seemed like.
And like a lot of his injuries has been leading like years ago, even before AEW happened. Like he just
I
kept
can't
on,
think-
no breaks, kept on.
See, he's the true champion. Like in my
Yeah.
opinion, he's way better than Roman. Roman, I get had cancer. I give him credit for that, but still, like if Kenny really fought through all those injuries for all those years, that's wild.
Yeah.
I just don't get how he wrestled in a spinning ring. That's insane to me.
I know. It's like, how do you? I mean, I guess that's scary for him, but like, I'm sure the talent working with him too probably felt scared for him. Like, that's
Wait, a spinning ring?
he had like pretty vertigo, so he would like get dizzy in the ring sometimes. Of like,
Oh, so-
yeah,
although I thought there was like a spinning ring death match. I mean, that'd be cool. You see that happening in Japan, but man, like
yeah,
credit
I
to him.
think to see that.
Credit to him, man. I'll give him. That's a lot of credit. I had no idea he was having those kind of issues in the ring.
Poor guy.
To give matches like great against Christian, Hangman, each. Oh my gosh.
Was expecting Omega, but Hangman with the Bucks would be good. Yeah, definitely. Hung Bucks are going to be great.
Oh man, I think it'll be those two in the finals. What do you guys think? Or do you think they're gonna meet in like the semis? And it's
I
gonna
think
be,
them
like,
meeting those would be good, and then
Yeah.
I would have the Undisputed Era go over, but by like cheating, and
Oh.
then I would have like House of Black win the titles.
I knew it. I knew it once your comment first showed up.
Oh my
But let me
God.
tell you something, brother. Macho Man.
Now, Mikey. Now, the person who commented, Mikey, he's been calling since day one. Hulk Hogan. Then he stopped watching. Then he came back because we talked. We didn't
You
like
know
Hulk Hogan.
Mikey Williams going to bring up Hulk Hogan.
Every time he does. Hulk
I will
Hogan.
give Hogan this though, like because he's probably the most like him as Hogan Stone Cold, The Rock, and Cena are probably the biggest wrestlers in the world, no matter what era, what year.
Yeah.
Like I said, when people say wrestling, that's the first one of those four. The first ones they
It
ask
comes to
about.
mind.
Has Hulk Hogan still wrestled, brother? No, but he has a team. He has a show of midgets. Did you? Oh, sorry. It's called midget wrestling and like a midget pro something like that.
He really
And
does?
it's a real thing. Like,
He-
and I'm sorry for any of our
He
friends
owns
that are.
it?
I mean, you do you, brother. You do you.
Oh yeah, there's a promotion that's come to. There's a venue that I go to for concerts all the time, but there's a little wrestling show over there. It was really cool. I think it's called Micromania. I didn't get to check it out because it's 21 and older, but I really wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Micromania.
Is that like the sandwich of the Hulkamaniacs?
I think he got that off of Impractical Jokers when
Hulk
Sal-
Hogan's brother.
he did like he was beating this guy's sandwich to death, and then he said, "I won Hulk Hogan" or something like that.
What? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna use this once we get off the air because that sounds
Sal,
hilarious.
like
Never
Sal
heard
and the
that
Impractical
phrase
Jokers
before.
is a big wrestling fan.
Yeah, that does not surprise me.
He wears
Isn't he a
AEW
huge AEW
shirts.
fan too?
Yeah, he was on AEW. Oh, well, he was on one. And then at the pay per view, they both were there.
You know, I want to
Chris
see.
Jericho was recently on there.
I want to see something with Fluffy Gabriel Iglesias because he's a huge AEW fan, wrestling fan in general. I think it'd be awesome if he could like guest host or
I'd be here for it.
do something. Like maybe he throws Sean Spears into the light into the entrance ramp. I don't know.
I can see it.
Or is that too mid 2000s Raw for you?
Hey, like you can never go wrong with a little bit of that.
Yeah, because it was a weird time when every week they had some celebrity.
Being
I
thrown.
like
No, though,
the
I kind
one.
of miss. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of missed the old school like intros, like the old school Raw intro. Like it felt like it was like
Yes.
this super cool. Like kind of miss that.
That's one thing Triple H needs to work on. Like
I want a new
SmackDown-
stage.
the
It
SmackDown
just feels like it's a
themes,
flat giant screen.
but the Raw and SmackDown themes suck. Like that's what you see when you're. Well, sometimes I don't even show the intro, but that's what you see when you're. Like when I used to watch like Raw 2006,
Yeah.
Consternation, SmackDown, what was it, Drowning Pool, maybe? But point is they had better theme songs back then.
That is funny.
Who's driving in like a
That was
maniac?
Jungle Boy. I love this from Jungle Boy. Like I feel
Jungle
like
Boy.
it's finally evolving. Into
Jungle Boy keeping
Man.
it like a bat out of hell, man.
Oh,
Oh my god! I thought he was gonna kill Tony.
Arrest him. Are they really gonna arrest him?
I mean, I
Who
love
killed
Jungle Boy
Stone
before,
Cold?
but last week.
Who killed
Yes.
Tony segments? Oh, hey guys, we are
I
wrong.
did it for Christian
Damn.
Cage.
Not in the middle of the show. Yes,
Wally, the doctor will see you now.
yes.
Wait,
And
like who's not on the show?
It's the women's match next.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yes. We're just
Yeah,
talking
no,
about
that-
this issue.
You
know,
Tony,
we don't
have-
thanks for listening to the show, making a last minute decision from us. Thank you.
See, what was weird was last Wednesday, I was saying with the women's division, like on Rampage, they always have like Marina Shafir in action,
go
Britt and
to
Jamie in
NXT.
action, like not really a good women's match. But and I said like 10 minutes before they even announced it, Ruby Soho versus Anna Jay would be a good match. Then they
Yes.
announced it on Rampage.
Well, I think that's a hard part. I think they might need to revamp Rampage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
they're gonna
I
have
love
to.
Rampage, but like the hard part is there's a lot of great content on Rampage.
Oh,
That time slot just kills it.
AEW is coming to Canada and they're gonna Rampage on a Thursday.
Yeah, that's wild.
So maybe they've already got a renewal. That we haven't
Canada
heard
fans
of
are like
yet.
a whole different.
Well, I think they're just recording it.
It's gonna be amazing.
I would hope that they're moving it soon.
I think once they get a new contract, it'll probably be moved, but I don't know how. TV contracts. I'm not going to pretend that I know them. I would just assume that
I
they'd
think
be going for a year.
I love Thunder Rosa's new shirt. It says sandbagging. That's great.
That's
That
awesome.
is great. That is
Ollie,
great.
Like I would read Thunder Rosa's closet. Like she has some like amazing.
Oh, dude,
She doesn't get enough credit for her gear.
she is a real sweetheart too. Like,
She's-
so we
oh
were
my
I love Thunder
Thunder
Rosa.
tapings here in Texas, and we were in line and we saw her like we were waiting in line to get in, and we saw her up where they do like a toy drive. And so we walked up and like, can we get a picture with you? She's like, yeah, make it quick. And it was like all super sweet. She's just a sweet lady. And then we were there that night when she won the title. So it was like,
Oh my
like,
gosh,
it was good.
crying for her. She was.
Oh, that's dope.
I'm glad that she finally got the belt. Like her and Britt, like they're two of my favorite. Like I think women
They
in wrestling right now.
delivered.
Thunder Rosa especially. Like I think the next one to get a big push, we need Deebs. Like because
Yeah.
Thunder Rosa has done a lot for wrestling before AEW.
Yeah.
I think we need Serena Deebs. I think she'll be the next
You know
one.
what I would
earn
love
that
to
title.
see is I'd love to see Serena Deebs in Blackpool Combat Club. Like technical wrestler
First
wise, like
and
I think Jamie Hayter would be good in that though.
yeah,
Jamie
that's
Hayter, yeah.
true. That'd be. I'd love to see a like
Like
female male
like-
faction. That'd be amazing.
Like either the two of them in the Blackpool Jamie Hayter or Serena Deeb would be good.
You
I
know,
want
the thing is like
Layla Hirsch would fit in.
oh
I
yeah,
think she'd also be great for Team Taz.
I feel like if she never would have got injured, she would have had a big push because like before she got injured, they were really using her a lot on TV and
yeah.
I think at the same time though, maybe it was a good thing she got hurt. Like I'm not saying it sucks when a
No.
wrestler gets hurt. But it has some time off because think about it, when she got hurt was like right at the time the whole Ukraine thing was happening, and people were booing her just because she was born in Russia, even though she
Right.
lived mostly here in the States. So I think when she comes back, she's going to get a big hero's welcome, and I think she'll be. To be honest with you, I wouldn't even mind like having her be the TBS champion.
That would
I-
be interesting. I don't know who's gonna
It's
break
like her,
Jade, though.
Statlander. You could build your women's division around those
Yeah.
two because like they're so young still, and they've
Yeah.
already had like great foundation, great character work. You let them shine. I think they'll be great. Like it's almost the same thing. How I see Chris Statlander is how I saw Bailey, like right before
Yes.
a huge push to become champion. You know, I didn't like sometimes on how
Yeah.
they used her on Raw and how her lose to Alexa Bliss. But you know, like I said, I feel that same thing is going with Statlander. I think she'll be the next big thing in wrestling.
I was
Hopefully.
surprised that WWE didn't try it. Maybe they did, and she just chose AEW. But I was always surprised because I thought she for sure would end up in WWE.
Well, I wonder if it's just like because at the time, I wonder if it was she didn't fit their model. Let's think about it.
Yeah.
She, I don't think they could do the alien character like AEW did, and this
Yeah.
new like evolution of her. It's a little more
Yeah.
serious, but at the same time, she's still that role model. Like I love this story because this is my first ever Dynamite. Right in front of us, there was this little girl. She's probably about 6 or 7, and she had Chris Statlander's shirt, had a sign. Chris Statlander even pointed to her sign, and she was just freaking out as soon as she came out. It was the cutest thing. So, Chris, like I said, Chris Statlander, you literally could build the division around her. I think if you had the top of the pillars for the women's division, you have Britt,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
Statlander. I would say probably the Bunny.
Almost
Yeah, like
definitely, yeah.
Is the bunny injured or is she? I haven't seen her.
I think she's hurt, so she's just managing.
Got
Yeah.
it.
And then Penelope Ford, because those
Hey,
four women have done so great work for AEW.
I think Kip Sabian's gonna come back any week now because like on the roster like they updated it, like they updated his picture. He's got full blonde hair without the stupid box.
So he's coming. It's coming. I'm excited to see what he does for his character.
For real,
About
he
time.
comes back 5 to 6 years on the road. He could be an AEW World Champion. I see that in him. Ever since he came to AEW, I see that in him.
He has almost
I even
that-
told I even told him that in person. Like he could be the next underdog talent to become world champion.
we should try to get him on the show, Connor.
Who?
I've tried. There's just some people that
This Kip, like that would be awesome to talk because we could talk anything from video games to wrestling. But like you said, Connor, he could. I think he has that
but
same.
not impossible.
He almost reminds me of like where AJ Styles' career started, like with TNA. Like it feels like he's almost on that level. And I think once he gets back, especially after his injury now, oh man, I think they should just put a rocket to him and just push him to the moon. Don't overdo the push, but push him to the moon. Because you don't want a Roman Reigns situation.
AEW.
Where you have no idea who's going to overthrow. Well, I guess they plan for maybe.
Yeah, they are also going to pick it up since in the fall. That's when they start talking about contract renewals and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I still think I don't think they're in trouble yet because they're still at least making 900,000 viewers a week, and for for just normal cable TV right now, because especially with streaming being a big thing, it's still pretty dang good.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I thought by now we'd have at least constant 1,100, 1.1 or 1.2 mil a week.
I feel like if they don't get a million this show, there's no excuse. There's no excuse, because they're doing it for 3 years.
I mean, as far as I know, they're doing great on TNT.
There's been no issues with this show tonight so far, knock on wood. But this, like I said, last week was another example. Like last week, everything felt tightened. It felt crisp. And I think this week we're seeing that in the ring right now. We are seeing some great in-ring action for the women. It's not a terrible match. It's not in a bad time spot, which was one of the bigger criticisms. I think in the next couple of weeks, I bet we'll get at least 2 matches for the women on Dynamite.
Keep in mind that this is Madison Rain's first week. She's there tonight coaching. This is her first.
Oh, that's right. I saw that press release. That's going to be huge.
I'm glad they did something with talent relations because Jonathan Gresham.
Good point.
Well, it's not just Jonathan Gresham, Brian Cage, Joey Janela, Marco Stunt. A lot of them voiced their opinions on their talent relations.
I think the hard part is Tony was just wearing too many hats. He was pretty much all by himself.
But Jonathan Gresham is the mark in that situation. Did you see that he's arguing his Pro Wrestling Illustrated ranking as MJF has a very better argument. He's pointing stats rating wise, YouTube views wise, merch sales. But
that was really wild.
That's a hard part because I love Gretchen. The first time I watched him, I loved him. I think he's a great wrestler. He's a great talent. But at the same time, the hard part is Tony's looking at it for a potential relaunch here soon. You kind of need someone like a Claudio, kind of like how Jericho won the championship. You kind of need that one star that people know that could draw them to your product, and then have you have Yuta that you could use. He's not as popular as Claudio, but people know him from Dynamite. You have Samoa Joe, and then you can have people like Gretchen. You could build Gretchen. You could build you could build the boys. You could build Dalton Castle. You could build
start building them from
hey, you know what? We are here. We're Ring of Honor, not these guys that are dead. Are the deadbeats from AEW, something like that. You could easily you could do invasion angles on each show. Like I said, that puts talent both over. Have some great matches with your Ring of Honor talent to make them say, hey, this is not a development like NXT was.
Does Rebel try to be sloppy? Because she got hurt. Because she got hurt doing that, being sloppy one time.
Yeah. Or maybe it's part of her character. I don't know. It's weird. I love Rebel, but Ariba.
For the Jonathan Gresham situation, I feel like if I were in his shoes, I would also probably be really upset. He put so much work into his reign. He had a lot of title defenses on a ton of different scenes.
Yeah.
He put a lot of work into it. But at the same time, he's not gonna. He is representing the old Ring of Honor that failed, pretty much. The Ring of Honor that went bankrupt.
They should have made a better story for him.
I definitely agree with that. I would say, I think putting the belt on Claudio is the right move. The booking that's taken me the longest to write is AEW Ring of Honor. That's the one I'm gonna do first. That's what I'm still working on, and I still have Claudio winning the title. It's just because you can't have someone like Gresham. You can't say, "Hey, this is a new product," but then have the same champion.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you.
Like she's
So-
talking
What
to
if
her.
you
this
reinvented him?
What's
Like,
your writing? Is it like gonna be like a podcast show that we're gonna do, or is it just
How
or
is
it
this
just like a
like Rebel's
article, or
distractions?
what? Like what? If you don't mind me asking.
I was just like, for what I'm doing is I'm just writing a script for it, and I was planning on it being videos rather than a stream.
Yeah, it'll
Because
be.
I'm really bad at reading from a script live. It takes me a few tries.
Yeah, it'll be a filmed, already put together
On
uploaded to
YouTube.
Yeah.
Really? Can I get in on this project?
Of course, yeah.
it's gonna be, yeah.
'Cause I have because I've been like messing around my lunch breaks. I've been working because I know you've talked about it here and there, and I never actually had a chance to ask you fully.
Yeah, I'm trying to write a lot of the bookings before I film them, so that way I'm
Oh
not
wow!
That you
doing
I
can-
thought that
one.
was gonna. I thought that was gonna
like
be
you're
it.
doing what most bookers do. You got to plan to, your main plan and then work backwards, right?
Mhm.
Or just your stories and then figure out how to get them on a story.
Thunder Rosa breaking up that cover was just insane. Did anyone just see that?
that
Yeah.
Sorry,
was
That was good. Like that caught my attention. Oh my!
Look, I
Sorry,
thought.
Lane, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh
but,
no,
like,
no,
I
you're
was
fine.
Just, I
Like
was
that
just
caught
shocked by
my
that.
attention too.
that
I was
was
like,
quite a
Like I thought that was gonna
crowd's
be.
impressed.
I thought that was gonna be
Audience
it,
fan.
but and like I like the fact that they didn't even show Thunder Rosa on top rope. Like
I
like,
love
these
when that
two
happens.
on
It
head.
just happened on Raw. Mustafa Ali hitting a tornado DDT on AJ Styles on the outside.
Yes.
They did not show
Yeah.
him at all, and it looked phenomenal. Like more of that.
So heartbreak. Well, the camera angles need to be up.
Camera
that's
cuts
a
and
little
camera angles, yeah, but like just
bit.
not
Oh my gosh,
showing
it's
the
giving
person
me
fly-
like
yeah.
makes me nauseous.
this is a
Yeah.
really good match.
punch camera angle. Oh my gosh, make me feel queasy. Watching.
Yeah.
So how does one
don't
become
wanna-
Britt Baker's patient? Because like, I gotta get in on that.
Yeah,
I
she
think-
said one time that there's only fans is the only one that comes.
Yeah,
Now,
you gotta need a dentist really bad in Florida, I believe is where it's either in Florida or Pittsburgh where her practice is.
I will pet. Yeah, I was gonna ask. Is she with Pittsburgh or does she just pretty much operate out of?
I would assume she lives in Florida, but I might be
Pittsburgh.
wrong.
Because aren't her and Adam Cole living together?
I
Yeah.
thought they were.
They
Yeah.
are.
They got pop the question.
Which makes it even funnier that for the new footage they released of the game, it's Britt Baker beating up Adam Cole.
That's domestic violence.
It is.
Oh my gosh.
Bad AEW. No men versus women's matches. Bad.
I love intergender
It's
matches
terrible.
because
I actually do too. I mean, I guess like the ones I've seen, I always feel like they can be done really well. They can.
Well, I think they tested it on the Jericho cruise because they had a really good mixed tag. It was like a tornado tag with Kenny Omega and Riho. And I can't remember who they faced, but it was like some
That's cool.
telephone footage
was-
they put out with it.
I think it was Kip Sabian and Penelope.
Ooh, okay.
I just like the way Impact.
Oh, Britt Baker
All
just won. What?
And she accidentally hit Thunder Rosa.
She just like tackled Rebel.
And keep in mind that Tony Storm's still number one in the rankings. So
You know, could this be the end of? I don't know. Would you end Thunderstorm though, or would you?
I would.
Or would you have
I
somebody
feel
else
like
beat Thunder Rosa?
I love Thunderstorm. Like I feel like they could ride it out a little longer.
I wouldn't have them as like a tag team permanently, but I would be like if Thunder Rosa needs help, Storm comes out, but I wouldn't have them walking down to the ring for both of their matches. I'd rather have it just
Hater
be like
picks
a
up the pin.
spiritual, like kind of just we're destined to do this forever kind of thing.
They're getting married
If-
soon.
Ooh, we're getting to Hobbs next.
I love
Wait,
Will
what is it?
Hobbs.
Love Hobbs. I
Love
want
Hobbs.
to see him
Oh,
emerge as like.
please don't tell me we're getting
Give me
a
a
wedding.
date.
Stop! I want to hear it.
Yeah, give
Oh,
me
if
more
we get a
Thunderstorm.
Sammy and
Yeah,
Ty
yeah.
wedding, I'm gonna be so mad.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no, we are.
Great video
Oh
package.
god.
No.
Oh
Get them
god.
off
I
my
know this
TV.
is
Sammy's
Yeah.
been demoted from the pillars. I don't care. Sammy does not have that dog in him.
I can't unsee
Think
Pam.
so.
I know that's terrible, but I just can't. And I know it's not
It's-
Ty's fault, but
Yeah, it's just wild. Like getting engaged in October, I think it was,
yeah.
and then a month and a half later announcing that
This whole
you're
Sammy thing is annoying.
that you're now dating your coworker. Like
Yeah.
something it's just
Yeah.
speculation,
And
but
then,
it's hard not to believe something happened.
Yeah, because like when he was still with I don't know what her name was, but the other person.
Pam.
But
Pam was like, from what I've seen on the vlogs and everything, like she always just seemed like really supportive and nice to him and everything.
But like when
Always
they were
checking in on
together,
them and stuff. She's a nice girl.
but like when they were together, I swear Sammy and Tay was everywhere together at Comic Cons.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the hard part.
On his
they could've just
vlogs,
done
like,
just being friends.
everybody called it, and they're like, "No, we're not together." And then like 2 weeks later, we're together. I'm like,
yeah. It's like we knew.
Like I hate
Yeah.
to
I just
jump.
don't care. Like
I hate to jump
That's
to
fair. That's the best response to have.
Like, I
Actually,
love
but not
Sammy
caring.
and Tay.
That's
And
probably the most
I'm happy that
appropriate.
they're happy with each other.
But
But the
something
thing is,
happened.
they kind of caught lightning in a bottle with this heel run because people were like hating him just because he broke up with Pam and started dating her, and now is engaged to her. Like
I don't think-
it's funny. They had to turn him heel. Like
Yeah.
there was nothing around it. Like because they knew that, like I said, everybody knew because Cody. Think about it, look at Cody. Everybody hated Cody. Cody just took his ball, went back to the Fed. And then
I
when
don't think
Sammy and
anyone-
Taylor like, oh, we're just gonna just make out every week on TV. Let's show pictures of us in Paris. Let's get married and
Let's
and,
dis-
and
let's
then,
Taz.
desecrate the TNT title. Oh my god.
Taz is
Evil.
listening.
we're just gonna have some adult time. You know,
It's because my personal life
Congratulations,
is so
Danny. No one
Taz
has
is
disinteresting.
one proud dad. He
oh,
man.
Taz, yes. Hook, like I'm so like that was one of my favorite Hook matches.
Oh, I
They
know.
brought back the Cody.
I like
He's
legit
fucking
teared
great.
up. I was like, father son
How
moment.
dare
Like,
they? You
He's
see what they're
bringing
doing
it
with his
up.
entrance?
Ooh.
Oh, Hobbs' new theme. This is amazing.
But look at the entrance. That's Cody's.
power.
Oh, this is so
This
cool.
is a good entrance though.
Finally.
Mr. Powerhouse.
Oh my gosh.
Cool entrance though.
But
I kind
Cody's
of like it better than the
Cody.
Cody Vader. I'm not gonna lie.
The Cody Vader.
I want-
Can I have a Cody Vader installed in my house? It's like
Right.
every time I
I think
come
that
to
the
play
best
games.
one.
Someone called it out at the press conference that they like stopped using it, and Tony Khan's like, "Yeah, that was like a big part of the budget." So,
Oh yeah, it costs a lot of
Tony,
money.
you can't say that. Like,
Stop signing too many people. Then
Oh, they using.
oh,
who is this? See, this should be on Dark or something. No one knows.
Great splash match though. It's gonna be a good little filler.
Just do your.
I want a
credentials.
powerhouse push, man. That's what I want to see, like a real push.
Hmm
Yeah.
Oh, Red
Oh.
Jones. I've seen him live a few times. He's really good.
Really good. Have him squash. Like
Yeah, it's gonna be a squash, but
then
I
again-
thoroughly enjoy his work. Oh my gosh. Yep, this is easily a squash.
yeah. Oh ow,
Yeah.
that's painful.
I love powerhouse.
So, like, I think it's safe to say that don't propose.
Oh,
on
definitely.
there.
That poor guy's finna
That's
get
my
massacred.
I was there that night that he proposed.
Nikki,
It was Sammy
Johnson and Nikki
his
didn't
ex.
work out. It never
Yeah.
works
Oh my
out.
gosh.
They don't.
Oh,
It was
Ooh.
so
I'm feeling that
Well, I mean,
tomorrow.
yeah.
Brian Danielson and Brie Bella works out.
Yeah, that.
I'm surprised, but at the same
But like,
time,
there was
like,
at WrestleMania. At all places, WrestleMania. He
Oh,
proposed
yeah.
to her, and then they.
and then the whole John Cena and he got married. Did you see that? He got married like
Yeah.
this year.
It did. That was
That is so
people-
funny. Oh, here comes Ricky, my boy.
Ooh.
Oh,
Stark's
Yeah,
not
I
having
met
it.
meet him.
I want to meet Dark Order instead.
Oh, there we go. Now what's new time?
Oh, what a power slam!
Oh man, I love that
Oh,
Hobbs'
Chris
new theme
Russell.
has more orchestral elements. It sounds so much more grand. It's great.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Uh-oh.
my gosh.
Starks is moving.
I'd
Starks
like a real.
just like
oh,
flew down that ramp. Oh
Dude,
my-
it's so cool. Am I ahead of you guys?
Oh,
I think they're finally pulling the
Hobbs
trigger on
caught
these
him with
singles
that spine
pushes.
buster. That was awesome.
Dude, are we gonna see these two all out?
I hope.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that would be
I-
so good.
I bet from all the time they've spent together that they will have some really good in-ring chemistry.
um,
Oh, great video package from me.
thanks for watching.
Hey, what's up,
How
brother?
I pronounce that.
Who do you guys think leaves AEW for WWE?
Not anyone anytime soon because
don't know.
I would say Scorpio Sky probably.
Is that
I would say
Scorpio Sky-
Ethan Page. But I
Yeah,
feel like
cool.
it'd be an EC3 moment.
those
When are
guys
their
collecting their
contracts up?
payday.
I think Scorpio and Ethan signed until 2028.
Oh,
Oh
geez.
wow, yeah, never mind.
What?
Andrade is gonna. I could see Andrade leaving just so he could work
I
with
hope
his
not.
wife.
They need
Now that Triple H is back, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Malachi Black and Adam Cole, they're there till
They're stuck
2026.
for
Oh, yeah, like
years.
the Triple H
Five
guy.
well, Tony Khan confirmed that Adam Cole is signed to another 7 years, and Malachi.
I thought it was another. I thought it was 5 years.
It was either 7. Well, it was Malachi
Yeah,
and Adam
I
Cole.
think it's
It could be reversed, but them two are going to be with AEW for a long.
Yeah.
I can
long
see
time.
them pitching Jade, but like,
They can have her.
I could see Jade
I
going.
don't think they'll take Jade because Jade was already offered a chance by WWE and she turned them down.
I
she's-
didn't know that.
Yeah, Mark Henry when he worked for WWE was really into getting Jade, and then
Ah.
the only Jade would have had to give up all of her modeling gigs, everything, all of her other side businesses, and
I
they
guess that's the hard part. Is a lot of these talent like they have other things outside of the ring that they don't want to give. Look at Adam Cole. Like why would you want to get why would you want to give up your streaming? AJ Styles gave up his streaming.
That was so dumb.
Xavier
Like,
Woods
why
got
would you-
lucky and just gave them up, down, down. I guess that's the hard part. Is you won't be able to do any project you want unless Triple H changes that. Who knows?
I think some of
Yeah.
the talent may, just because Triple H is in charge doesn't mean it's going to be better.
Oh,
they're-
We're still going to get people buried.
Like, they
also,
may-
what about MJF? MJF might.
I
based
don't
on-
Yeah,
think so.
MJF is one. I think he will.
I don't think he's gone because they
Yeah.
said
Yeah.
I think it's a 50-50. Like if he is gone, I don't think there's going to be
I
maybe
hope
down
he
the
doesn't,
line
like-
reconciliation.
Yeah, I
But-
just want them to change what he's got going, and I feel like they would
Yeah.
even still.
I'm also
I
a huge pessimist, so there's that.
but
Well, I
I feel
also
like
think with
I feel like a lot of wrestlers will be cautious on going because
Yeah.
because it
just
could
because
be
he's
like
in charge.
look how many WCW guys got buried
Yeah.
when they came over. ECW, same thing. Look what they did to DDP. The only one really
yeah, that was.
succeeded out of it that wasn't in WWE beforehand.
And then I
Was
don't think
Goldberg.
they want to make the same mistake going there and stuck there again. And then
Well, I think
Yeah.
the ones that
But-
came.
just because WWE has put on 2 good shows so far. Now they could either go good with it or they can just suck as they have been.
I still think it's gonna be better.
I hope
but,
it is. But
I haven't watched it yet. I've seen clips, and from what I've seen, it does look a little bit better.
But,
I just hope that we get more pushes from guys like Ali. I'd love to see
Mhm.
Styles do more
I
again.
love Ali. My Chicago bias is showing, but I love
No,
Ali.
Ali. I was
Right.
impressed with
So
Ali. Andrade, same thing. I wanted them to do so much with those two alone.
I know.
but I don't.
Utilized.
But a lot of people think that AEW's in trouble, but
I don't
one's
think AEW's in trouble.
no one's contract is up really. No
Yeah.
one
Until their
not-
viewership starts going down to 500,000, I don't think we have anything to worry about.
Yeah,
I don't think it'll be
that,
impact catastrophe.
Impact.
And there are certain guys here who obviously would never obviously some of the original guys who've been there and didn't have a good experience with
Darby
WWE.
tattooing
Yeah.
himself?
Yes, so I would feel like they'd be cautious and see how it's going to play out before.
Yeah.
Because what if you
Although I
go?
heard Sasha and Naomi might be back,
Yeah, I bet that they're
Yeah.
returning now. That
Yeah,
Vince is gone.
that we knew that was gonna happen.
which is kind of sad because I kind of would have liked to have seen
Oh,
Nate.
that's-
I would have loved to see
Darby
Sasha
just
and Naomi in
tattooed
AEW.
himself. Gross. But and one of those things that it just another coffin match. Ooh.
Yeah, Brody King versus Darby.
Oh, this is gonna be
That's
so
gonna
good.
be badass.
Although-
Dude, those guys are amazing. I love this.
So
I
They
love
are
this-
phenomenal.
Tell Darby he doesn't have to die though. Every time I watch him, I get very worried for him.
He needs to be AEW champion sooner rather than later with how hard he wrestles.
I have a feeling he won't be wrestling.
Quick cut
in
to
10
leave.
years. It breaks my heart
Not
because
worth
Darby,
it, really.
I'm one of Darby's biggest fans. I just,
It's
I don't
JR.
ever since I saw his vignette, I was like, who is this guy? And as soon as he dropped his vignette that he was in AEW and going against Cody, I went to YouTube and just watched a whole bunch of his independent matches, and I'm like, oh, this guy's great, especially his one with Velveteen Dream. Have you guys seen that one?
Oh,
I have not.
I think I know
It's
which one you're
Stardom.
talking about.
If you get the chance, or
Is
if
that
you guys
Justice?
out there on YouTube, Spotify, Twitch land haven't seen it yet, take the time, Go watch it. Like I wasn't a Velveteen Dream fan either, but man, it was a great match.
going
I always liked Velveteen Dream, although like I guess maybe I get sidetracked because there's like certain rumors out there about stuff with him, but like he's still like really good. Like he's very.
It's allegations, like they were never. The thing is, it was the same thing. Darby had those allegations. Sammy, had that one thing he said on the podcast. But the thing is, as long as is like, the thing is with the allegations, like you ruin talent's lives.
Brian Kendrick deserves to be on AEW. He deserves to be on AEW. Like that was.
Hey, if they're able to get the Briscoes,
if they're able
to get Briscoes on ROH, then we should get Brian.
I think the problem with Brian Kendrick was that, like, with what the Briscoes said, they had apologized for it and like done a lot of stuff to make up for it a while ago. Whereas like Brian Kendrick, like only started apologizing for it as soon as it was like started.
But like, it's just funny, like how I guess he gets announced to debut, and then fans just want to bring it up all of a sudden, like.
Well, I mean, like I understand why. Like the stuff he said is like.
If we're gonna do that, then we should go after Darby. We should go after Jake Hager. There's a lot of people down the roster you could probably go for, and then it'd be half your roster. So.
I guess that's the problem with the business is that if it is half your roster, you have a big problem. Like
we'll find out in the Dark Side of the Ring episode in the future.
Yeah.
But
Hager had really transphobic comments, right? Hager.
Oh, did he?
I don't.
Oh, I never heard that.
Well, I don't
believe that's what it was.
Speaking out thing, and then they called it. Then
say
they
more.
called it.
Say more. I need this. It's
fuel.
It's over the fire. We need hatred.
And then they called out MJF being a bully. He's a bully on camera, off camera.
Yeah, he plays his character. He is his character, Like
I met him
like
twice.
Flair and Dusty Rhodes. He just blurs a line where you can't tell if he's actually a terrible scumbag or if he's he could be the nicest guy in your life.
He's actually like pretty. From what I've seen, one High Spots podcast where I said this before, but he's actually like probably one of the nicest people. Like, you'll never.
Well spoken.
His
So
girlfriend.
I really don't want him to leave AEW. Like, I think he needs one championship run if he goes to before he goes to WWE. If he does,
I don't know if it's true, but like there's rumors that the plan was for MJF to beat CM Punk at All Out. But then after the CM Punk MJF promo, CM Punk came out after his promo, and
it was like a modern day pipe bomb. So I don't think they're
drop nukes.
Like I said, I don't think they're going to get rid of him. Like I think it's making us talk about it. How many weeks do we talk about this? We talk about this every week. Think about it. This is going to be probably the best storyline in wrestling modern history. There's no way Tony Khan is that dumb to not bring him back. And if I was Tony, I'd be like, Daddy, how much money do we have in the bank? How much can I give this nice gentleman, MJF? Like he needs
like friends too. Like that's like the hard part is like I think like legit they're friends. So like how do you handle that professionally and then like friendship wise?
It's hard.
And then
he was right. It's like how many WWE guys like I love Bryan Danielson being here. I love having Adam Cole, Keith Lee, Tony Storm now. Like the thing is these guys had names before WWE, and yes, WWE made them bigger. But the thing is that these guys are still independent wrestlers. Now, if he would have brought in like say Braun Strowman, or brought in someone like a Reigns or a Rollins, Rollins was on the independent scene, so you can't really take away from him. But somebody who really is sports entertainment just for that purpose, like The Miz, then I could see, why fans should be upset.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I'm just biased because I love AEW.
Chris Jericho's
like that's the thing is like that's one thing that it always hurt. It's one of those things that I have to stay away from comment feeds and things on Twitter that like because I know that there's gonna be people that somebody could post, hey, did you guys hear that this match is going on tonight? And they'll be like laughing faces and AEW sucks, Reigns is better, and it's like they'll go like really offensive if I leave a good comment about it. And it's like, I had enough drama and problems at work and real life. Dynamite is my escape from all this. You guys are like, especially with all the friends on the pod and everybody watching, like, this is my escape. You guys are my escape. I love y'all. And like I said, this is
family. Like, this is what makes it fun.
we need, like I said, I need this every week. You know, I need this. It's like I want more every week, and I always, like I said, we are a fun community, and that's what I love the All Elite Zone. Every one of our people that chat in the comments, you know what? I love the conversations you guys spark and have with us. I love it.
Let it all out.
The best part of the week, in all honesty.
Yeah, I had a lot of heartbreaking news this week.
What's up?
Well, you know you probably don't even know what. Well, it's not. Well, it kind of is, but the Flash TV show.
Yeah, I heard they're canceling after this season.
They're canceling it?
Since day one. Hold on.
They're
let me
canceling
shut my door.
Batgirl. I'm sorry. Yeah, they had a really good Batgirl. Apparently, they had a Batgirl and George Clooney movie lined up, and they're like, nope, not more. I'm like, why? I want George Clooney back. Like, he was a great Batman.
It was phenomenal.
Connor, your mic's on mute still.
That's some of like the best parts of watching like the old school wrestling or like the old school like early 2000s Raw or like even the 90s is like some of the commercials like are like total 80s and they'll like, you know, have the old Batman commercials and all.
The Flash.
It's so
I watched that show since season 1, episode 1. The year before it was even thought of, I was hoping for a Flash TV series. And then the next year it happened. It is time for it to go, but just reality set it in. Like that's what I looked forward to. Going through a lot of depression and anxiety about stuff. That's what kept me going, The Flash. But I know Grant Gustin isn't watching this, but 9 years of his life he spent on that series. I'm getting goosebumps just talking about this.
It's one of those things that it's almost like when I was a huge fan of Doctor Who, it was almost that same feeling. You know?
Yeah.
And then like people tell me to watch Friends. Friends sucks.
No, don't do it, Connor.
That's
no,
not gonna,
bad. Even listening to those people, bad, Connor, bad.
Like that's
Sorry,
not going to
I'm
replace the Flash in my
hatred
eyes.
towards
Nothing's going to replace the Flash.
It's like when you watch a show and it's been with you like through all the highs and all the lows, like you feel like this, like it's been like a comfort to you. So then when you take it away, you're just like, it's like losing a friend. I get it.
And it's not just the end of the Flash; it's the end of the Arrowverse.
Really?
Well, Superman and Lois isn't connected anymore with it, so.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think I feel that way with I'm a big anime guy. I'm a big manga guy. And a lot of like my series I've been reading for so long, and now one of them is coming to an end in like probably like 2 months, and I'm gonna be devastated. I already know.
I wish they could have kept going with it, but I think Grant Gustin's ready to get out of there.
You know what still takes me off though is when like I'm not much of an anime fan, right? But I've watched a few good shows, and The Devil is a part-timer. Why did they not make another season of that? You guys ever watch that one?
I've never heard of that one. No, I haven't. Let me check it.
It's a really good one. It's about the devil. He basically starts working at McDonald's, but there's so much like lore and like his stuff from hell follows him. Like it's actually a really good story. It's just centered around something so silly and simple, but it's
opening description sold.
Yes.
Let me add this to my watch list because that sounds like something I would.
Yeah, I recommend it.
Did you guys ever watch Cowboy Bebop?
I love me some Cowboy Bebop. I love me
good.
That soundtrack. Oh my god!
I heard it's one of the best anime soundtracks.
It used to be my workout music. This is such a good ramp up. Like
in terms of like for anime, I would say Persona 5 is at the top, and then Cowboy Bebop is second. That's my take on it.
I loved. I still need to finish this because I've gotten like a good chunk into it. But Full Metal Alchemist, like I love Full Metal.
Wait, you talking about Brotherhood or the
original,
normal?
not Brotherhood. Because
I didn't like. I'm not huge of the original. I didn't finish it, but I read the manga and I was like, I like this. I'm not much for deviation from original source material, which is weird.
I'm glad Christian Cage is actually wrestling, like in that tag match.
Oh wow, he's doing good.
All he did was
looks
this
like Christian
tag Luchasaurus, yeah.
But this
It's not a
one's
tag match
actually-
for tag.
It's kind of weird that Matt Hardy is still over in 2022. 2022, he's still over. That's pretty
he's
wild.
such a good guy, though. That's the thing. Is like he's such a good guy. He's funny still on social media. Like, and
So
people are just waiting for that
creative,
broken
too.
Matt Hardy character to come back. Like I'm hoping it does come back soon.
Now that it's in front of fans, yeah, I think it would be. It's deserving of one.
'Cause that's the thing. He really rejuvenated his career. You know,
We're talking about this. You're gonna.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a new
I
era.
do-
Like people.
I do hope to meet Grant Gustin one day because I have met Stephen Amell. But it's impossible to meet Grant Gustin. He doesn't do Comic Cons. He doesn't do.
Does it?
Well, now since the show's gonna be over, probably. But like he prefers to stay, rehearse his lines, and make his work improve his craft rather than doing a signing and wasting time, I guess.
So he's literally giving us everything to the fans. And
But he
unfortunately,
does.
can't.
He's done like maybe 4 or 5 signs since the Flash did the whole 9 years, maybe. But
I bet his
believe
Funko. I bet a Flash Funko sign with his autograph would go for a shit ton of money.
yeah, he's
Pardon
made.
my language.
He's supposed to be making like how much was it? 200,000 in episodes next year.
That's pretty impressive. Can I get paid $200,000 an episode, Connor?
Yeah.
Like, can I have a
not-
raise? Can you put
I don't have it, but
oh wait, was I not supposed to say that I was getting paid for this? Like,
yeah, I got bots. Yeah,
just don't listen to if you see some stuff posted on our social media account about me selling a PlayStation 5. That's a lie because I want a PS5. We cannot get one.
yeah, because I got a message from Mick Foley the other day saying that
So,
stupid.
Are PS5s still hard to get?
yeah,
Oh, really?
Ooh.
I'm not. At least here in Texas, like I have not, or at least in my area, I have. Like everybody's selling them are still scalper prices, and there's been like no way for me to like reasonably.
I got
invest in
one. I got one in 2020. I got one for Christmas of 2020. It was literally insane. Don't know how.
He went for a elbow and then went through that table.
Yeah, these old guys are taking a lot of scary bumps. I'm really worried for them.
They're not all. They're still spring chickens. You know, Sting can still jump off the balcony. These guys can take an elbow drop.
I do not know. I mean, that man is like invincible, I think.
Yeah, Sting is wild.
Like Christian Cage is still. one
He's
of
still
the best-
able to go, but he's 47. You know,
He's one of the best. Like at his age,
he's one of the better in ring performers because I prefer
Yeah.
his style.
Dude,
That's why I really
humans-
want to see him and FTR work together more.
Oh yes, please.
Yeah.
What
Please,
was,
please.
They've only had one match
Sean, I know
together.
you're listening midway show. Book it now. Book it from next year. Book it for Full Gear if you need to. Just
Where does he
get
get
it, give it to us now, please.
They've only had one match together.
was in the chair.
Really?
What match was it? I think it was Christian Cage, Jurassic Express, and someone else versus
gosh.
FTR. And
Where does that sign say
I can't
about
remember
PG?
Don't do it. He's
What?
gonna come out, isn't he?
Who's coming up?
Oh, come on, Christian.
Oh, it's Luchasaurus. It's Dark Luchasaurus.
I don't know if I'm glad or sad that Luchasaurus isn't with Christian because I do like cowardly heel with giant man to help him.
What if
Oh,
he's,
nice distraction from Jungle Boy.
All right, I'm back.
like what if Jungle Boy? Well, never mind.
Is that my boy?
We're gonna get eventually. We're
Is
gonna
that
see
my
Jungle Boy
Jungle Boy?
smack the shit out of Christian Cage
Is that
with a
my
steel
Jungle
chair
Boy?
one day.
He always
Oh,
wins away.
also from Twitter, apparently Eddie Kingston versus Sammy Guevara is at All Out. I guess I wasn't paying much attention earlier.
Wow, that's gonna be
We'll get you in a
interesting.
candy store if we have that. I'm so sorry. Like I'm a huge Kingston fan and Sammy fan.
Oh, they gotta
Yeah.
make Kingston
I
champion.
like Sammy.
World champion material right there.
I
Yeah, I
think
love
that There's 3 people who can beat Punk for
I
the
said
belt.
like Ty
Uh,
Chris too.
MJF, Eddie Kingston, or Darby Allin.
I
And
thought they were going to do MJF at All Out against Punk. Still,
Yeah,
I hope they still
like
do.
like that's what the original plan was, but now since got the temporary champion involved, we're gonna get CM Punk versus Moxley.
Yeah.
If it's not All Out, I bet they have Punk versus Moxley at Dynamite Grand Slam in New York.
yeah,
20,000 fans. That seems like the perfect. But I would still have MJF win the title because, like, right when he comes back, resume that rivalry. Because like they've had one deep besides Kenny and Hangman and the Bucks and all that. MJF and CM Punk's put on one of the best, probably gonna be one of the best feuds of this decade.
Oh,
And, like,
yeah.
Like even when they were not feuding, they were still
There was like
feuding.
still like
Yeah.
undertones of the rivalry.
Yeah, like when Punk was going for Hangman and MJF and Wardlow was going in a feud, like they were still Punk and
the
MJF were
greatest
still.
technical sports entertainer. Sorry, Daniel Garcia just called himself the greatest technical sports
submission
entertainer.
match,
That was so
or like
funny.
a best of threes match with or sorry, 2 out of 3 falls match. Yes, with Garcia and Danielson.
That'd be fun.
Because that's the thing is because Hangman and Danielson 1 and 2 were so great. They could do the same thing with Danielson and Garcia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that AEW is not short on talent who could have those long, drawn-out 1-hour matches.
Oh yeah.
I remember Jade was saying that she wants to be able to have matches like that. If Jade ever gets to a level where she's able to have matches like that, that would be insane. Considering that she's like a power-based wrestler, I do think Jade will be great eventually.
From what I've heard, she's been working a lot with Danielson and Reed.
He's like her mentor, I think.
That's why they're keeping her off TV.
It looks like she has the work ethic. It's just going to take a bit of time,
Because her podcast, the show that she did with Jericho, like on his podcast, it was very inspiration. She's a very well spoken, very smart with her business decisions. Her husband's same thing. Like she's just trying to be a good role model for her daughter. And looking at all the ventures that she does, the TBS champion. Mm-hmm. I want her to be better. I want her to have more for her character instead of the bitch squad or the baddies. I think that's terrible. They can do her so much better.
Like her whole run in AEW has been off of squash matches, basically. Like
we need more story there. Yeah.
Yeah, like every person she's faced has been like, okay, she's got the streak, but majority of people she's faced only last about 1-2 minutes per match.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if after her TBS title reign, she goes down to Ring of Honor and she's a big character there.
And then like the match at Double or Nothing, Anna Jay was on the other side of the ring, and then
Anna Jay really did most of the work in that.
There was a lot of miscommunication between the both of them.
I mean, they've had a really good match on Rampage before, Anna Jay versus Jade Cargill, and it was really good.
I didn't see the need to do it again at Double or Nothing.
I agree with that. I would have rather just had I don't know. You could have done some kind of trios match with the baddies or something.
And then when they announced the match, it was like just throwing together, like right before Double or Nothing, just thrown together.
So my question is, do you guys think that she'll lose the championship at All Out?
I think that if it's versus Statlander, yes. If it's versus Athena, no. I would say. The problem is that All Out is only a month away. So I feel like Tony is going to want to stretch this booking to go Athena versus Jade at All Out, and then Jade versus Chris Statlander at the Grand Slam, and that's when Statlander wins. And I'm fine with that. It's just it feels like Jade's run got stale a few months ago.
We talked about this almost. At least, no, it hasn't been for a couple weeks, thankfully, but it felt like every week it was the same promo.
I think they're fixing the show.
She had Mark Sterling.
They're fixing the show. They're showing Kip Sabian. They're acknowledging him.
Yeah, it was on Dark.
Yeah, I think Kip will be the one that beats Pac.
Yeah, I think so too.
I agree.
Anybody get chills from that video package? Just me.
Not until I see Kip Sabian. No,
I want Andrade to beat Pac. Honestly, that's what I want.
That would be phenomenal. Yeah.
I think Andrade versus Pac, maybe at like Full Gear in a 30-minute Iron Man match. That's money because that'll be the rubber match between them. It'll be for the All Atlantic title. An Iron Man match. I know they both can go. They can both go the
Right,
distance.
I agree.
Who
with
is
Paige.
this? Like, who is this guy? This manager? Like, I know he was in WWE, but I don't know who he
Why
is.
isn't Preston?
Speaking of Jade's manager,
Oh, Stokely Hathaway, love him.
Speaking of people, why are all their events now in Chicago? Why can't we spread out the love? Some of these big pay-per-views.
No, I am going to All Out,
have
but
fun,
So
Connor.
jealous.
but
You
like
suck. I love you, buddy.
there's
I'm
been
not mad at you at
there were-
all for going
there were
to
just-
one of the best pay-per-view events of the year.
I was really hoping-
help you don't come back home to a toilet papered house or a skied up car. Sorry.
was I don't know if I was gonna say. Yeah, like the main reason I was going was for MJF. I wanted, I was thinking my friend, he used to be on this podcast, Chris, and interaction with him and MJF would be priceless. He hates
Shout out to
MJF.
Ethan Page.
Oh, so like would they go head to head then?
Yes.
Oh,
And I wasn't even going to tell him where we were going, so it would throw him off. But I'm going by myself. But
No, I don't want Ethan Page to be a baddie,
no, Ethan Page doesn't need anyone.
but he just
just
froze.
needs
What?
It's not
No,
bad.
no.
I can see Ethan Page going to Ring of Honor.
TV champion, maybe?
Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. TV champion Ethan Page would work very well.
Tear
Yeah.
that thing out. Ethan Page doesn't need anyone. He just got through a Scorpio Sky. Let him
This
be a
is
singles
where
wrestler.
Ethan Page turns face.
Just go ahead and beat that dude out.
Are they a team now?
Oh,
Stupid. Stupid looking.
I'm sorry. I'm a huge Ethan Page fan. Like, I think
Page needs, like he
he
just got through with
better.
Scorpio Sky and all that. He needs to go solos. He could be TNT champion. in the future.
JAS Society. Damn it.
They might energy.
I want to know whose idea is that. And then like Tony Khan takes a lot of ideas from people and doesn't just thinks that they're good because they come from other people.
AEW Galaxy. What? Every time they say that.
Both Dark Order shirts.
I feel like I'm turning into Broken Matt Hardy. I feel like one of these weeks I'm just gonna like, yes. Like, I just like one of these weeks. I'm like, it's just AEW's make me snap and do something crazy.
See, like
Oh,
I
no,
know
you're
it's like
fine.
it sounds like it might accidentally happen. Whereas I'm like trying to become the Acclaimed every week, like trying to rap, trying to be like
Yeah,
one of
you're-
them. It's just not happening. But
You're fine, Mr. Jacobs. I've had plenty
Yeah.
experiences with technical difficulties.
Who is it?
it's the worst. Sorry,
Why is
bro.
she choking out a crew man?
Ooh.
Crew boy?
She's the
Crew man?
bad
Crew boy?
bitch.
Okay, Anna J, can I get those shorts? Thanks. Oh my gosh.
That tells a door.
Now I will say,
He just watched the.
I don't know.
She choked him out.
This poor kid.
I can't say cameraman because he's kind of young. What's going on with
Who is this?
the Acclaim versus Gun Club? Why is it
I feel
Come
like-
on, ass boy.
if anyone
Oh,
remembers the spot, the New Age Outlaws throwing Mick Foley and Terry Funk off the stage with them in the dumpster. Now,
Oh my gosh, they look so good.
do you think that they recreate that spot tonight?
gosh, I hope so. Oh,
But who's going to be pushing who off?
He is so cute.
I hope it's the.
I think it's the Acclaimed.
I wanted to hear the
I
rap
love
battle.
the Gun Club and all, but I think it's the Acclaimed.
Or what if Billy Gunn turns on the Gun Club and he's the one that
You
does
know
it?
what? That could happen because one of you
Yeah,
feels bad
he could
about we
interfere.
did Anthony Cohen. That was like the saddest moment in wrestling history right now.
Unless they want to save like the big match for like All Out, I guess.
No, I'm not wasting
Yeah.
your time.
Max Caster
Can
versus
they get a rap
Daddy Ass.
intro?
Or what if we get New Age Outlaws versus the Acclaimed at All Out?
Road Dogg, he ain't coming to AEW anytime soon. That dude freaking praises Tony Khan, and then since he's not getting the job, blasts him. That's the same thing. Eric
Same thing
He
Bischoff.
with Eric
said he
Bischoff.
was literally begging for a job, which is so funny to me.
Yes,
He's like, Tony, I'm literally begging here. Like, okay, Road Dogg, calm down.
Like, what are you going to do for AEW? I do not want to see you wrestle. You sucked in WWE as creative. And if you're begging for a job, that goes to show that your career's over.
Oh my gosh, the scissors in the crowd.
But I sent him with Eric Bischoff, I feel like. But Eric Bischoff has some valid.
Oh!
This better be the.
I can't believe he
the
just
best
dropped
rap.
that.
Wait, what did he say?
He just said that I'm gonna make you retire, just like Vince McMahon. Oh, this is great. That definitely got the Acclaimed up more. Oh,
Oh,
sorry, but back to
if
our
anyone's
conversation.
gonna like besides MJF, if someone's gonna say controversial, it's gonna be Max Caster.
Well, you can't even be like mad at them for it. Like it's just genius.
Yeah.
I won't be
It was
surprised
good.
if they try to. I won't be surprised if they try to cancel Max Caster.
Don't cancel Max Caster.
I say cancel culture. Now, for valid reasons,
Yeah, like for valid
Yes.
reasons, yes.
but
For actual assault allegations and all that was fine. So, like,
but if
you
something
can't just
happened
cancel somebody for like
30, 40, 50 years ago, like what else are you gonna do about it? You can't go back and fix it.
Statute of limitation.
Sorry,
But-
this game call.
what I hate though, like
The
let's kind of
Donkey
think about
Boys.
Well,
You see
it
that
was.
site? The Donkey
I
Boys.
just love how Eric Bischoff is just. Did you guys see that he's like, I will politely turn Tony Khan down if he offered me a job, but if
what
Vince
is he gonna
McMahon
do?
offered me a job, I'd accept. I'm like, you
Why do you
bashed.
announce them?
You're such a like you got mad because you did great with the segments you had, and but Tony Khan didn't want you.
Yeah, I feel like
And then you
they're
just
only.
going to show me disrespect. You were praising AEW literally when AEW started, and then just because I didn't get a job, it's same thing with Big Swole. Like things didn't work out, and you flipped the freak out.
Married, baby.
Did you guys see?
And then what she tweeted when she was like, it was said Vince McMahon was going to be on Raw or something. She like tweeted that no chance is going to go crazy or something. It's like, okay, Big Swole. Now I see where like you actually lie. Because
Did you want to see those events they just shown? Like, where is it at?
the what?
They showed some new events under the, like, where they post new events and like on TV.
What? Come on! No! Get out! Come on! Oh, with a lunch tray. Love it. This is fun. Like, this is just a great show. Like, I've had a lot of fun tonight. Like,
Anytime the Acclaimed comes on, it's gonna be great. It's been very solid. Yeah, solid matches the whole time through.
I feel like Max Caster doesn't get as much praise. Like, he gets praised a lot for his raps and stuff. But, man, the kid, I don't know if you've seen this, but he's helping train, like, wrestlers at Creative Pro. Like,
really?
He's underrated in the ring, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Like, he's watching, like, his coach, Brian Myers, formerly Kurt Hawkins, if you guys didn't know, he posted a picture of it. Like, he was watching students in the ring. Like, he was, like, a completely different Max Caster than what you see on TV.
Oh my
And he's one of the. I bet he'll be a great coach in the future. But man,
yeah, he's mentor.
Give this guy I think him and Bowens could be a good tag team champions in the next couple of years.
100%.
I say I don't want them to break up. They're one of those teams that it just would feel wrong in my heart.
It's like the
to
New
break
Day.
up.
You can't break up the New Day. You can't break
love the
up
New Day.
Max Caster and Bowens. I can't imagine
I've
it.
seen on Twitter like no AEW super. I'm not going to use superstars. AEW wrestlers or no AEW wrestlers or staff members have spoken with MJF since his pipe bomb on June 1st.
Interesting.
I'm pretty sure Tony has, but that's just a rumor. Like they could be just be saying that, and they actually have. I have a feeling Cody's been in contact with him.
I'm sure he probably
Yeah.
did call to check in on him. They're
Maybe.
good friends. Still.
But if Tony comes that dumb enough to let him walk, your biggest draw, you're gonna let him walk. Give him
Tony's not
whatever I don't think he would be. That'd be stupid. Like,
because
CM Punk and MJF's two biggest draws. Like, that'd be really stupid to let him just walk like that. So I feel like it has to be something.
if you look
I
at it too,
definitely
when
agree.
It has to
if you
be
look at it, when
something.
think about it, why would you send somebody who would be that pissed off on the night that you had
Yes.
executives in
Yes,
the crowd and backstage to bash your company? Like I said, it's got to be the best work in TV.
And then
If
like
not,
this was,
I'll be upset because
and then
like
like
I
that
said, I would
night,
upset with Cody, but MJF would be a big blow.
and then like that night, the new team, like the new executives for Warner Media was there, like the new people, and that wouldn't have been a good first look.
No, not at all.
So hopefully, I feel like there's going to be something because it's still the most talked about thing today. But there will be a dark side of the ring of that. I have a feeling.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude.
They've done such a good job with all of the
Oh, yeah.
this is true, this isn't true, it was intentional, it wasn't a work. I think it's a work. I think it started
I
as a
think
school.
that-
not a work.
Yeah, I think it
Can't
started
believe
as a
everything.
shoot. Now it's a work. But at the same time, like, if eventually it comes out that it's all like a shoot, then I'm like, that makes sense.
It's pretty
You have to throw him
convincing.
off. Oh. Throw him off dumpster right on the trash cans.
Hell,
Oh shit.
Anthony Bowens is great. I love Bowens.
I
That
want to see
cannot
something.
look good.
I want to see something with Mick Foley. Like, I'd love to see Mick Foley do something with AEW. It's like,
Yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't already.
Or do you think
Like,
it's more? 'Cause I wonder
especially-
if he's got like, I wonder if it's like his
especially-
deals. Like, I don't know, it's
Especially
kind of
with
weird.
the
'Cause
like the exploiting barbed wire death match. I'm surprised he didn't do anything because he was in one of those.
unless he
I
just
finished
wants to
his
say,
book recently. His book is really good.
"Oh, the Have a Nice Day."
These days. It's
It's
so
on my
good.
list to read. I want to read his. Like,
I've got like some of his older books.
have you guys read Noah's a Four-Letter Word by Jericho?
It's good. It was good.
It's-
I like that
It's the
one.
most inspirational book I've read.
Yeah. He's really got some good he really is a good mentor and a lot of good advice and life experience and how to take negatives, work them into positive. He's great. I want to read his like the Lionheart book, I think, or something like that.
There's a list one that just came out that has all his wrestling matches. He's recorded everything up to where before the book got published, and it's so funny to see because like I was looking, like we were reading through it. My fiance bought it, and we were reading through it, and it's funny to see some of like the matches he's had in Japan, Mexico, and then I was looking through like the years I started watching, wrestling, There was his match with CM Punk was on there. That was a great one. There was the Y2AJ. I loved Y2AJ. I wish they would have kept that going a little bit longer. The one that I thought was surprising, I never thought I would see this, but was Zack Ryder beat Jericho in a house show. Like, I thought that was hilarious because, like, Jericho, like,
Ryder would come on to AEW.
No, he's fixing to.
he needs to come. Him and Brian Myers, Kurt Hawkins, and Chelsea Green.
My
They need to bring the
girl.
whole elite squad to AEW. Do it.
He's about to jump off, but
Uh-oh. No. Do it, Max. Do it. Do it. Go. Uh-oh.
oh man, this is gonna
the Gun Club is the best
this is gonna end
selling tag
badly.
team.
Whatever's
gonna
fixing to
be-
happen.
Oh.
my gosh.
Jump,
Anthony.
Max, jump.
Come on, Max. Come on.
I was gonna throw him off of that. Yeah,
Look
he's
at
gonna
that
throw him.
smile.
Uh-oh. Oh,
There
shit.
we go.
There's the jump.
I thought he was gonna go to the table, but
Sheesh. Do it, Max.
well, yeah, they're gonna put
I
Colton to
love
the
the
table.
Acclaimed. Like I said, they're just I don't know. It's like one of those ones that like they're over. Bowens is like he's another one of those underrated wrestlers too. Like he's got
He was
good, he's
hesitant.
got good ring work.
He was hesitant about doing that a little bit.
Me too. And it's over.
See, like as being as a referee in wrestling, I kind of spot things. Like just by being in the ring sometimes.
That little pause of like,
Yeah, because I've done that
Oh,
myself. I've done like first time going up to the top rope and looking like, yeah, this is a lot higher.
Yeah,
than
this is
what's on
gonna hurt.
TV. Like,
but it makes it more. Like, I mean, I love those little moments though. Like in a
But, like-
professional match like this one, I like
the
that,
first
because
time I went up, I climbed up the top rope. Like this looks like a lot different than watching it on TV.
Oh, they're gonna push him off. Yes, do it.
Yes, do it. They're
now
gonna
you
they're
have to.
gonna
Now you
recreate
have
that spot.
They have to.
Do it.
It's
Come
great.
to.
Just love their
That was really
smiles.
good.
Like this is awesome.
That's how you get
Great
new
match.
talent over. You know, that's how you get these relatively unknown people
Here
a
they
big
go.
win.
Oh, look at Aubrey.
Jim Ross he's on commentary. He needs to do the same line he did. There's people in there, for God's sake. There's people in there.
There's people in there. My God.
Of course,
I killed
they're
him.
gonna do
My God.
it. I don't think they're gonna get
Not
that.
Oh my god.
I don't know if they're gonna get that or not.
No, don't do it. Oh, that's stinky. That's nasty.
I don't know how that's gonna.
This is packing peanuts. Yeah,
That
I
must
guess
be-
somebody bought a very big package.
Oh, here we go.
Maybe it
Oh,
was AEW lights that they just
I think it
bought.
looks legit.
You know,
Looks heavy.
picture dumped in beforehand.
wasn't.
I'm okay with that though.
Yeah, they got padding right there. Wasn't quite
I'm okay
like.
with that. I don't want.
Wasn't
I
Oh,
quite
don't-
wow.
like. Wasn't quite like the original one, but
That's okay. Who would
I
want
know
to
that.
exercise? Who
I
wants
know
to
that
get
still
hurt?
had to hurt though. Like that's still
Aubrey's like, where do I go with this?
that. Yeah, to that point, like that's what I would be like in that kind of situation.
Huh.
I don't mean to do this, everyone, but I have to get going real quick.
Ooh.
I'm being asked to run to Target, so I don't want to tell my
Well,
parents.
I
no.
understand. Target is. I get it.
Yeah.
Marches.
But
Another
I will.
Marches.
I'll be back on Friday. I'll
Alright.
see everyone then.
Take care, Ian. Love you, brother.
See y'all.
John Mox.
Oh wait, Lane, I'll send you details about the booking thing. on,
Yeah, let me know.
Twitter,
I'm
if that's
down.
what I do.
I need a new project to work on.
Sounds good.
So, man,
Madison Rain on Rampage.
been fun.
Ooh.
ooh, let me get see Mark Sterling. Yes.
Yay.
That's one.
Battle of the Belts today. I'm ready for the
Keith Lee.
belts.
I love Keith Lee.
Okay, Claudia and Takashi. Takashi, did I say it?
Claudio
I'm
Castagnoli.
sorry, but I've been very impressed with him last month. He's been in AEW.
Battle
hope
of
they
the
fi-
Belts.
I want them. I'm hoping they sign him. Like he would be a good
He's
star that
fixing.
you could do.
I actually met him this past weekend, and he said that he's fixing to be going. He's going back to Japan next month. Like
Aw.
his last match will be against Claudio Castagnoli.
Break my heart, Connor.
I knew he was gonna be leaving. Like he had a visa for so long, and he's under contract with DDT in Japan. So
Another interesting thing, they're not showing any of his moments with Jonathan Gretchen. Yeah. I think Gretchen's. I don't think Gretchen's gone. I think he's gone for the company. For good.
Oh shoot!
And it sucks because I like Gretchen.
like when MJF said he called Tony Khan a mark. That's how I feel about Gresham. Using a magazine to prove. Oh, Thunder Rosa versus Jamie Hayter.
Lucha Bros versus Andrade El Idolo and Rush.
Ooh. I'm just so glad Claudio got to like cut a good promo, and like you can see that he was so talented. Like WWE just never jumped on it.
I feel like they was gonna set the match for All Out. Jade Carter Open Challenge.
I always love how people are making fun of Tony for like hugging his talent, being excited. Like,
it's the same thing with Triple H.
I love that he's like one of us. He gets excited about it. Like
Triple H is like, you're not getting mad at Triple H for doing that. Hey, you're NXT champion now. You're my guy. Here's the belt. Now go to the main. Oh, you're getting called to the main roster.
It's for mornings. How are you guys liking the show? It's been a very good show.
It's been excellent. It's very tight.
Like we needed this, and like I said at the start of the show, it was a shift. We needed this shift in AEW. So I think next week will be a lot even better.
It's a good show, but I'm not feeling that excitement. Not because the show's bad, but this Monday, The Flash, that's really set me off this week.
Gets you in a funk.
But like the show's good, but I just don't feel like
season 1 and 2 of Flash tomorrow. Call me in the morning. Talk Rampage. Ramp up and. Trust me, I'm a doctor. Watch 2 seasons of The Flash tomorrow. You'll be fine.
I'm never going to be over that because eventually it'll pass. But I have nothing else to watch on TV now. I don't care for Superman and Lois now.
And I guess it's the hard part is, aside from wrestling, it's just so hard to get invested into a show nowadays.
Like the only thing I'll be watching is Marvel stuff because DC's doomed. They're doomed once the Flash is gone.
Like I said, I did like Suicide Squad. I thought that the
like they literally
the newer one was really good. Well, so like I can't unsee Cena now as Peacemaker. I kind of wish that like.
But they filmed the whole entire that Batgirl movie series. $200 million they put into it. And they're not going to do nothing with it.
I think DC. Sadly, I think DC's more.
And then I feel like with the Flash movie, they're not going to. They're going to just put it on HBO Max. It's not going to.
That's what worries me because I like DC's. I love
That's
their.
a good thing, though. That's a good thing.
A lot of great stuff. Yeah.
That's a good thing, so that I can trash all that, bring Zack Snyder's vision back. It was so much better than what they. I don't want to see Michael Keaton as Batman. I want to see Ben Affleck as Batman. Michael Keaton, in my opinion, is the worst Batman of all time.
You don't like Michael Keaton?
Compared to Ben,
over the suit where he couldn't turn his head, so he had to like move his body with every.
But Ben Affleck is a way better.
Move my neck,
Batman.
Alfred, get the bat crowbar.
Yeah, really.
If anyone watching has seen Zack Snyder's like Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, in his version of Justice League, and then like a lot of colleges do that. Like the simplest things can change a movie. Watching the one that came like the actual Zack Snyder's cut, and then the one that was in theaters, sadly.
Maybe maybe they said start fresh.
And then they're gonna have Ben Affleck in the Aquaman movie, so hopefully they're gonna.
So hopefully they just start where that left off then, and just
that's what I'm hoping they're gonna do.
Yeah.
But they said at the Comic-Con they have no plans to do the Snyderverse. But I don't want to see Michael Keaton in a bat suit anymore. I do not want to see that.
I could maybe do like Batman Beyond and not have him in a suit, but have
one little cameo, but
cameo would be nice.
I would just have him be like
it's kind of like the Spider universe, like
character, like he was in Batman Beyond the TV cartoon.
Have all the Batman come back in one movie, like the Spider-Man one.
Like the only problem with doing the Snyderverse. The only problem with doing the Snyderverse now, because the Flash Ezra Miller probably won't ever be in another DC movie after all the stuff that he's done, kidnapping children. Like the portion didn't say it on here, but he'll never be back. But I would hope they get Grant Gustin to replace movies.
Hopefully they'll fix it.
That would relieve some of the. But it still wouldn't be the same Flash. I don't know. It's a wrestling podcast, and I keep talking about this, but
no, it's okay. Like I said, we're in between matches. It's fine.
Yeah, there's a little pause.
It's okay.
Daddy Magic.
Like I said, I think that's the thing is like we had to have like we have to have some of those little diverse moments in the show where we're not just talking wrestling. And also think about it too, we can always tie in, like you were saying, like little, like people are learning in college, like little moments, can make anything. This can go for wrestling too. How many times, like the littlest things in a wrestling match tie everything together?
Yeah, like there was one in the original Justice League. Like first shot was horrible, showing Superman. If
I'm
you guys
not
see,
seeing Justice League, to be honest with you. Am I missing anything?
watch the first one, then watch the Snyderverse. Then you could see the littlest differences. Just by the simplest color changes it all.
This is one.
His poor nose, man.
You got a nose job.
His nose is still jacked
Like,
up.
if you go back and watch the match with Eddie, you can literally see him realize this.
Yeah, he said he broke his nose. I wouldn't be surprised if he did worse than that. Because like if anyone's seen the like after the match, like them trying to get him out, like that those barbed wire, like they had to get.
Oh, they had to like cut it, didn't they?
Yeah.
No, he's
Yeah.
What?
Oh, Claudio Castagnoli.
I love Claudio. Like I'm loving this.
Claudio Castagnoli.
It's just it's so great. He's got a world championship now.
I'm just so like happy that he's getting recognized because he's been like so underutilized.
I love his theme song.
Yeah. Well, I loved I think when he I'm like, okay, this guy's great. And like how he took something and made it awesome was when he had like those two front teeth like knocked into his.
Oh,
his
that was.
Yeah.
Was it against FTR or is it against the New Day?
I think it was FTR.
Yeah,
That was brutal.
because I remember like, dude, like this guy, like
He smiled.
that's when he brought out his personality a little bit more, like his charm. When he was like, "I'm the Swiss cyborg," and was
Love Aubrey.
like, I'm serious. Like, it was one of my favorite. Like him, like I said, Sheamus, of course. Like, I think Sheamus helped. I think Sheamus taught, like, character-wise, taught Claudio a lot. Because Claudio is probably one of the best damn workers in any wrestling promotion to this day.
Yeah, for sure.
But they just did because he's not a sports entertainer.
That's Kevin Dunn talking with her.
Wrestler.
Leave Daddy and Magic alone.
Did Kevin Dunn leave, or did he get fired, or is he still there?
If he hasn't got fired, he'll be leaving pretty soon.
I think it's gonna be one of those like forced retirement situations or you're
Well,
fired.
like, after all these years working for WWE and probably getting a lot of money, he still does not fix his teeth. Jim Cornette makes fun of him so much for it. You'd think he'd fix his.
Jim Cornette just makes fun of everybody and hates everybody. But
even
Cornette is
even mocks how he speaks and that stuff, and like clearly he doesn't care about his appearance. I don't know, but like
he's got money. That's the thing. He's got money.
Yeah, he's got money, and then you still, and like that's what Jim Cornette says. Like you got all this money over the years, and still don't have enough money to.
I can't say anything because
tell him, Aubrey. Tell him,
dude. I wish that they would have put the pointing finger in Aubrey's figure. That was one thing they were missing with their like. They should have done the whole.
Claudio's gonna be out next, probably.
Claudio.
Yeah,
I love 2.0. Like I love 2.0.
You like Daddy Magic?
2.0 has been one of the like ever since I saw like them wrestle Darby and Sting, like I'm like, okay, these guys get it.
No, we should have.
I love their new personalities. Like I love that they're like being let's be sports entertainers because we got fired from WWE.
Well, the last meet and greet I was at with MJF was like making fun of him the whole time.
Nice.
It's pretty great.
That sounds amazing. My favorite one was when we went to WrestleCon. So my fiance, she met the Ass Boys, and it was funny because so their dad was making fun of them the whole time, and then we were getting ready to walk out, and they started and them and Mark Henry because Mark Henry was right across from him, and we hear I think it was Colton goes, "It's time for the main event." And so Mark Henry gets everybody to start chanting "ass boys, ass boys, ass boys." One of my favorite parts of WrestleCon. Like it was
Maybe
hilarious.
you should take a video of that.
I should.
I was saying, no, that's tonight.
What?
I
We're gonna
would.
do a promo?
Yeah, I probably never said that.
Do it.
Hey, do you have a Captain America shirt
Do
on,
it.
Emily?
I do.
My
Yeah,
well,
Captain America fan.
that's the exact. Okay, there's a girl I'm friends talking to. She wore that exact same shirt today.
Really?
Yes, no, that's what.
I love me some Captain America.
That was a sweet. There's a lot of people I've seen wearing that exact same shirt. Is that supposed to be a sign or something? I don't know.
We're all just gonna slow. I mean, if I could become Captain America, that'd be great. Stop a helicopter with my bare like arms, but I'm not that.
Yeah, I said I was gonna do a promo about Brian Cage and stuff, but I'm just not feeling it. As I've mentioned, what happened, but it's gonna happen, but just not tonight. I don't
Caleb,
have
would you
that.
like me to do a promo for you?
I don't have that motivation. Probably won't for a few weeks. I know it's just a TV show, but
Nah, it's like you got a connection to it, you know?
if it wasn't for Grant Gustin, probably would have never. It's just him as a person. Like he's the paragon of love. He is love as an actor too.
Well, I think it's like I said, it's one of those things that it's so hard when a show, like a good show, comes to an end because there's not many shows out there that has that connection. And for you to have something like that, there's probably like instances where you didn't realize it, but you took inspiration from that show, either for our podcast, for any of your projects, for just in general, like or maybe the part helped your work ethic. You know, like it's a hard thing.
Yeah, Grant Gustin as a person, like on the show with the Crisis thing, he was the paragon of love. The exact same Grant Gustin, he's still that, he symbols that.
So I don't blame you at all, man. Like and like I said, it's one of those things, especially when you watch a good TV show and it ends, or you beat a great video game and it ends, or you have a match like, Undertaker, his last match. His last match. You had the streak ending. You had, the whole Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair match. It was supposed to be his last match.
Didn't he just have his other last match?
But like something like that, like it's all moments. Like wrestling, TV, movies, like we need to feel something. I feel like no matter what you're a fan of, there's times where it's hard because there's other similar products that you don't feel that with.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel the same connection as the Flash, like Ezra Miller's Flash. I don't feel that. Like with any other actor plays a Flash, I'm never gonna feel that. Because Grant Gustin is the best. I feel he's the best actor to ever play the Flash. He'll always be.
And who knows? Maybe it's on the end of him being, a Flash. Maybe something will change. We can always.
I think he's done at this point. I think 9 years. He could have gone for one more, but 9 years of his whole life.
It's still impressive for any actor in that role. Consistently, that's the thing. He was consistently in that role. It wasn't like you just did one movie, pause, wait 5 years, another movie, pause. So I gotta give him credit. Like I'm actually I have not seen The Flash, but the way that now that you've talked about it and I've heard others talk about it, it might be something I invest in actually watch.
Like besides the fight, he's a good actor. He just had a Netflix movie come out not too long ago.
Oh, yeah. Could you see him playing in any other superhero movie, or I think he would just change?
He wants to play Superman, but I cannot picture Grant Gustin as Superman. I cannot see that.
Ooh. Okay, I got it. What if he goes to The Boys?
You watch that show
he could be a spoof of either Superman or Flash.
That
and
show
he
is
can beef. He can beef with Homelander.
Are we doing Suplex City? With
Suplex City.
It's so impressive.
I feel like that's what we're doing right now.
No, that's
Number 4.
Uncle watches it.
I got
No,
Wheeler.
not Lion Tamer.
I
No,
want Wheeler
don't let
Yuta.
Yuta win.
I want Wheeler Yuta to win this, but I think Jericho's going to win probably.
I want Yuta to win.
Since it's for the shot going against Moxley
I
next
want
week.
Jericho.
Next week.
But the thing is, I thought there would be like some kind of trickery. Unless Jake Hager does it.
Oh,
or
that was
Sammy.
impressive. Oh, doing the walls with Jericho.
I guess that's the hard part. Is like Jericho, like from my opinion, like Jericho's another one of those wrestlers. I feel like he never has really a terrible match. It's either good or it's like great. You know, it's like or it's amazing.
I'm not gonna. I've had people do that before. I've had people do that before, digging into my personal stuff. I don't know how they find out, but
Your mom.
no, it was like random people coming on here saying stuff that happened at work, and then so it had to be someone that was there. But I'm not
When
gonna-
Lucifer was going off on that one night.
yeah, him. He kept making accounts over and over and over and over. The
That was
same
weird.
thing.
Oh yeah, because this is before Emily. I can't remember. Have you been on the podcast? Like, were you only there for? Have you only been on for a few weeks, or have you been on before?
This is
that?
their second time.
Okay, so we did. I think it was like one of my first reaction shows, and
Yeah.
Lucifer, like this guy was a troll. Like I have never
Yeah.
experienced really a troll like this, and we're just sitting
He-
like, what the? Like we need holy water.
He
Big
knew
crosses.
exactly what happened
That's the scary part.
like that day. Like he knew what was being said at my work. That was very, very weird.
Yeah.
But he hasn't caused any problems. We kept making accounts, blocked them.
Yeah.
He hasn't made any other. I don't even know if
We
that's the
have
same
a moderator
Lucifer at this point. Yeah. At this point, I don't even know if it's the same Lucifer at this point.
People like that freak me out.
Or my favorite, we had one a few weeks ago was Tony Khan.
Yeah, we've had MJF's been on here. Yeah, we've had Jeff Jarrett. Mr. Man's been on here. Yeah, they've
Come
all
on, I
been
want Jim
great.
Cornette. Come on, I want to do a promo against Jim Cornette. Oh shit! I
Lime
probably should
salt.
have said.
Even though he didn't get the one still, I still think he got it.
Oh,
He still got
what a
really good.
code breaker!
That was nice.
Damn. Did you see that, Dave?
2.
Ah, 2 count. That is great.
I love when she goes like that. 2.
Like people, man. This is a great show. Like
This is a great match.
I
Oh
have,
my!
I have energy for Connor. So until
Yeah,
Connor feels better, I'll be I'm like amped up crazy and probably should
don't-
have had those 3 cases of Mountain Dew before the
I
show.
really don't think I'll ever feel the same way, but I'll get my excitement back. But it won't be. I'll probably never get over the Flash being
That's okay.
over.
Watch AEW will come back next week and they'll do something crazy that you're going to be freaking
If
out.
Kenny Omega was on tonight, that probably would have
They
changed
should,
the
like,
world.
unless
Yeah,
I bet they're teasing it. So I think it's teaming with Kip.
it's got to
They
be
have it.
soon.
They have it on the back burner, ready to go.
Ooh,
So
this,
I bet they're going to flush out a couple more stories and then bring him in.
this submission hold looks very, very, very.
Ooh, it got
painful.
Floyd. Where did Floyd come from?
I miss
Oh, low
I
blow.
miss Penelope too.
Oh. Hope homeboy got a cup. Ah. Oh.
Yeah, where'd that come
Oh.
from? I bet Jake Hager did something.
Oh, what? Ah. Really? Oh, he ducked from the juice effect. Smart. Roll up. Oh, no. Submission. Oh, roll up. Oh, dang it.
Let's go, Jericho.
Into the Lion Tamer. No. No.
Yes.
No! Oh my god!
No, you don't know.
Yes.
Remember your teachings,
on.
Padawan.
Yay!
Oh, I tapped out. Damn it.
Yay, Jericho. They don't have to push me. Jericho.
Yeah,
Jericho.
Sorry. Damn.
Nah,
That was a
I wanted
good
you
match.
to win.
though.
Look at
he's not letting go either.
Oh, shit.
What are they
Still
going to
looks
call it? What's going to call it? The entire security thing?
Here comes Mox.
Come on, Mox. Get
Remember,
your
on
boy.
remember on Mortal, like, they had like 100 security guards come out there. Mox,
I
yeah.
love Wild Things, though. I love that. It's his theme song. At first, like, I missed his unscripted violence because I thought
I missed it too.
But Wild
I
Things
missed it.
so good. But unscripted violence, it just like just the walk that he did, like he had like a lot more
Yeah.
swagger with it.
Because like
Wild Things,
he's
Just
still
love his entrances that are like out of control.
he still has his unscripted violence. He needs that back. I feel like. And Wild Things okay, it's good, but
yeah,
hey, he's wearing Bryan Danielson's first AEW T-shirt.
nice. See what you did there.
Two of the oh my gosh, gonna be so good next week.
I wish AEW like sold those just plain white T-shirts.
Yes.
I saw them two go live once.
Oh, this is good.
Oh, this was such a good show.
It's too hard.
What, baby?
Getting lame.
Love Stu Hart's voice.
Jericho.
This is gonna be good. Woo! What a show, people!
Well done.
This we needed this, and like
solid
I said,
Wednesday night.
It was solid. It didn't send "Hey WWE, we're coming for you" vibes, but it was a great show. This just proved that they're still great. AEW is fine. We're not going anywhere. We are
Still
AEW.
fighting a good fight.
We are not a universe. We make AEW. We are the AEW
I like
fan.
when AEW first started. John Moxley said, like when AEW first started, John Moxley said that we're not reading history books, we're writing history books.
Right
That's
on,
what they're
dude.
doing.
I love it. All right, guys, I gotta jump. I've got a little hungry kitty here, but I will see you guys next week.
I'll see you.
Kat. Well, thanks, Emily, for joining us. It was nice meeting you finally.
You too. I'm excited. This is a great group. I will see you guys next week.
Take care, Emily.
Bye.
Connor. Woo!
So yeah, that was pretty much it for the Dynamite live reaction. Yeah, we're back tomorrow for Dynamite Rampage review, ramp up, and Friday Rampage, and then Saturday. Like, did they say that Saturday is Battle of the Belts 3?
Did you experience that? I'm sorry, man. My work schedule's all over the place.
I don't know if it's this Saturday, but I know it's coming up soon. And we've done the past two Battle of the Belts, so we'll probably do that. But, yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow for, well, almost forgot. Check out the All Elite Zone across social media, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Spotify. But, yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
Take care.